you about to jump straight in, you're gonna hurt some people. How do I explain? You're gonna make people feel like uh awake, You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yep.
snap, a lot of chips up in here. What's up, a lot of chips? So if anybody not up in here, this is the OG brother LJ, SavingsMinusDebt. I will let him introduce himself to you guys who supporting this channel. Go ahead, LJ.
Hello, everyone. My name is LJ, and I am a 100% debt-free motivational speaker and personal finance educator. I help people become financially free by helping them mathematically see outside what I call the debt matrix. And the debt matrix is a place where slaves live. There's two kinds of slaves. There's unconscious slaves and there's conscious slaves, okay? Unconscious slaves don't trust math, and they don't know they don't trust math. That's why they're unconscious. What does that mean? Believing you're a homeowner with a 30-year mortgage, believing you got a car on sale after you financed it for 84 months. Those things are not mathematically true, which makes the slaves unconscious. And then there's conscious slaves. Conscious slaves were once unconscious, found SMD. Now they understand that they're a slave and they're doing whatever it takes to get out of debt. That was me for up to about age 41, 42. Woke up, got out of debt, found out I was a slave. Now I own myself. Now I just help other clients do the same. That's it. You there? I don't know if you're on mute. Uh-oh, the host is gone. Let's see. I guess I'm going to be a host until he gets back. Oh, okay. All right. He said his Wi-Fi is reconnecting. So give it a second and he'll be back. So what I do is I help people own themselves. If you're in debt and you've been in debt all your life, you don't own yourself. Okay. All right. If your student loans are your oldest debt, you're a slave. Okay. If your student loans are older than your mortgage, you're a slave. Okay. Because only slaves don't know that it's 100% mathematically impossible to buy a house with a student loan. You can't. That's impossible. You can't do that. Okay.
All right, we good?
Back. All right, cool.
God, dog, appreciate it. I don't know why my Wi-Fi just went out as soon as you start introducing yourself, but I'm on my computer right now, and then I'm on my phone, and like my phone just went like it froze up, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, oh, this is crap. But you introduce yourself. Yeah, I know a lot of chips. Yeah, a lot of chips on my behind. Yep. That's he's my bro. He be over there making sure I'm in check. Good advice. I need to get out of debt for real. It froze because I hit the like button. Yeah. I only owe the IRS about $12K. That's Aaron right there. I think that's my barber, I believe. One of my barbers. Are we good up in the chat? The internet connection, everything?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Oh, you hear me good? There's no echo or nothing on my side? Okay. All right, so put it this way. How do you I'm a unconscious slave. Okay. I go to you, we cool, we had.
No, you're conscious because you know.
No, I'm gonna say hypothetically speaking.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, just to help these people out. Okay.
Right.
I tell you that I just bought a car and I bought a house. How would you approach? What questions would you ask me? If you ain't really know me like that. You know me, we cool like work buddies, but I'm like, hey LJ, I just bought a car, and that was a 2021 BMW, and I got a house, 3-bedroom house, 2 baths. I'm good. So how would you approach me on the questions?
I would say, how much is your car payment and your mortgage payment?
You ain't go okay. That's an insult, kind of, ain't it?
And then they would tell me, and then I would say, you didn't buy anything.
You know what? You're right. I'd have been like, my car payment, $450 a month, and mortgage, $2,100 a month.
Because you gotta remember, slaves think car payments are normal. Slaves also believe they own a house that they didn't buy.
Yeah.
Right. You know,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't really take 30 years to pay off one house, but slaves need to believe that. That's why
Yeah,
they believe it.
and that's true. Like 30 years mortgage, and what about the APR? Like I'm like, LJ, you tripping? Within 7 years I pay my car off, and within 30 years I pay my house off. I own it, and halfway I could get some uh a sub board mortgage loan, whatever that thing is, and it's gonna boost my credit.
Hmm. I'd say great. That's what you need to believe, because that's the way I'm gonna stay free. If slaves really believe it takes 30 years to pay off a house, that's important. Because if they knew what I knew, the housing market wouldn't exist.
Okay,
Because
so
it couldn't exist because I know it doesn't take 30 years to pay off a house. Why would I take 30 years to pay off one house that they built in 30 days? That sounds retarded. That's dumb. You built that
so
house in 30 days and you want me to pay on it 30 years? No, I'm not an unconscious slave. I wouldn't do that.
okay, so what happened if you're gonna have some people get mad and they're gonna be like, hey, well,
I don't care how slaves feel.
wait, okay, well, they're gonna be like, well, at least I'm a homeowner, and
Mm-hmm.
you rent an apartment, you're wasting money
Mm.
a year. At least I'm paying off to own something. How would you
First,
react?
that and see, they all say that. You see what you just said right there? All the unconscious slaves say that. They don't know that's a program. They don't understand they don't own anything. But for them to say it, because this is all I have to do. Hey, at least I'm. This is okay. This is what I would do to somebody who would say that. At least I own something. At least I'm not throwing away money on rent. I'll say, okay, pull out your calculator on your phone. They would pull it out. And then I would say, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. And then I would tell them, according to your calculator, does it look like you're a homeowner? According to the calculator, is that mathematically true what you're saying? And then they would be bewildered. They don't really understand because slaves can't see negative numbers. They would look at that large negative number and still won't understand. So I'd say, now we're going to do that same calculation on a real homeowner, a homeowner that bought the house in cash. And they would say, okay. Then I would say, hit clear on your keyboard. And then they would hit the C, right, to clear it. And then I'll say, we're done. The formula doesn't exist for a real homeowner. They don't own it. They don't owe anything. It's zero. So the calculation's done. That's
And
it.
so, LJ, whatever they be like, they're gonna be like, well, back in your days is different. My days it's good to have good debt.
Mm-hmm.
Good
And
debt
this is what
to
I would say. This is what I
yeah,
would say.
yeah.
If I said 1 + 1 = 2, would you say I only know that because I'm 50? So if a 7-year-old saw me say, "Hey, 1 + 1 = 2," and somebody younger than would somebody say, "Hey, LJ only knows that because he's 50." See how that sounds? It doesn't make any sense because math has no age. Math has no age. It's timeless. It never changes ever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter a person's age. So when people say stuff like that, that's part of the unconscious program. They all say that. They always think slaves believe they own something that they didn't have the money to buy. And then when something breaks, they got to fix it out of their pocket. But the renter just calls up the landlord and says, come fix it. No money out of my pocket. None, zero. Right? The people with mortgages don't know they're renting from the bank. They don't really understand that. So when they say, most of them say, oh man, at least I got some equity, right? They all say that, right? Put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. That's the equity in a house that you don't own. That's your equity in a house that you don't own.
So I'll hit you. All right, okay. I get, you don't have to be 50 or 7 to,
Mm-hmm.
know math. You just know math. Okay, so
Correct.
I'd be like, well, I'll tell you there's a such thing as I got I got new credit, so I need to get good credit to have a good credit score. How would you react off that? I'm like, I'm using this good debt
Mm-hmm.
to build up my credit score to get to like a 780.
Right.
So I'd be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
how would you react off that?
well. I'm
I said,
telling you, first, I'm going to tell you that's part of the program. They must believe that they need credit to buy anything. So that's important because credit is a business. But what I would tell them, and I would say, credit scores are not free. You must stay in debt to get a high credit score. You must keep going deeper in debt. And then I would say, what do you need credit for anyway? Because it's a tool. I mean, I'm saying to you, it's just like a hammer or a lawnmower. It's nothing, right? But they believe it's something. Okay. What they don't really understand is that a credit report is just an owner's ledger. If you log into your credit report, that's just a list of your owners and all the money you owe your owners, nothing else. But they reward them with credit scores for staying in debt with them. They say, hey, thank you for paying us back our money. We reward you with this fucking score or something, whatever that is, credit score, right? And they just believe it.
okay,
So I would say credit doesn't mean anything.
but I tell you what. So I'll be like, I need LJ. I hypothetically speaking, I need a 780 credit score because when I buy this Camaro, I get low APR, and I could drive it for like 6 months, and I could sell it on Blue Books, and I could get that money back. I didn't even use my money. I'm using the bank's money. How'd you react off that? I'm like, I'm building my credit up.
So first thing I would tell them, I would say, add up all your savings and add up all your debt. And then they would do it on the calculator and then I hit equal. And then I would say, that's how much money you have to buy a car. Okay. But if you don't believe the calculator, the bank is going to say, yes, you can. Then I would ask, how long did you finance that car for? They would say 84 months. Right. And then I would say to them, why do you believe it takes 7 years to pay off one car? Why do you believe that? Why do you think that? Knowing the car goes down in value, but you're going to finance it because they always walk away saying, hey, I got it on sale. I'd be like, no, you didn't. If you financed it for 84 months, you grab that paperwork, flip it all the way to the back. That's your sale price. That's it. That's your sale price.
Well, if I tell you, okay, you're right about that. Well, if I tell you that I got gap insurance, just in case, something goes, they hit me with gap insurance, LJ, and extended warranty. So I'm covered. I get what you're saying, but I mean, I might not got it on sale, but I got the best coverage on the vehicle. If the transmission mess up, I could take it back before I be able to sell it again. Gap insurance. If I pull off the lot or, I get in a wreck, I'm protected.
First of all, let's tell you, people don't know what gap insurance is. First of all, let's define that. That's gap insurance is for if you get in a wreck and you owe more on the car than what it's worth, your regular insurance, because gap insurance is separate from your regular insurance. So if you total your car, but you still owe more on the car than what it's worth, your regular insurance should take care of the car. And then gap insurance is going to take care of the gap of how much they owe on the car over. Okay. Gap insurance is for slaves because number one, only slaves finance cars. Number two, only a slave would go upside down in a depreciating object, owe more on something than what it's worth. I have to go slow because it doesn't make mathematical sense. So I got to slow it down to say it right so they can hear it, right? It doesn't make sense to owe something more on the car. So you know how they say the car goes down in value as soon as they drive it off the lot? It goes down, but then it's going up in value at the same time for the bank with the APR. It's going like this, just like this, right? It creates a gap. This is where they put gap insurance for slaves that do that. Only a slave would finance something that goes down in value, but go up in value at the exact same time. Only slaves do that. Then it creates this gap. And then they put in here. And then they put gap insurance. And then they charge even more to slaves. So if you hear anybody mention that they have gap insurance, understand that they are a slave because only a slave would say that out loud in public.
And what happens if I be like, okay, all right, cool. All right, I'm not a homeowner. I'm a loan owner, and correct. I'm a car loan owner. Okay, you went on that.
No, you're a car driver. You just drive the car. You're a driver. That's it. Not an owner, just the driver. That's the bank's car. You're driving the bank's car. So just say, I'm a car driver.
I'm a car. All right. I'm a loan owner and I'm a car driver.
Correct.
But guess what, LJ? Guess what? You got an ancient phone. I got the newest Apple iPhone 12 5G. Every year I get a new phone while you stay with that dinosaur phone. And it's I got a deal. It's on my phone plan. It's like I could just, turn the phone in, just keep making payments on my phone bill. So I'm winning on that. And it's building my credit up on utilities.
I would say, do you have student loans?
And I'll be like, yes, I do have student loans.
That tells me right away that phone is financed. Because you're definitely not going to buy a phone if you got student loans. So I already know you financed the phone. So as soon as they say that, I know they're a slave, because only slaves finance phones. This is what somebody got to think, okay? Just to not talk negative. I want slaves to think. When you go get a phone, I want you to say to yourself, I've been working for 20 years. I don't have enough money to buy a phone in cash? Wait a minute. I got a car. I got a badass place. I've been going on vacations every year, but I'm financing a motherfucking cell phone? That's weird. You got to stop and ask yourself that.
All right, so we good on connection? All right, your connection good now. All right, you can say something real quick?
Testing.
All right, we good. It was just a little laggy. Okay, yeah, they going in. All right, so check this out. So I'm like, okay, LJ, I got a good job. I listen to Kevin Samuels. I'm a high value man. I make 6 figures. Okay, I'm a loan owner and I'm a car driver, and my wife, she's a car driver part-time for me. I got 3 kids, and what I was about to say, I'll try to hit you with a curveball.
There are no curveballs for me. There are no curveballs.
Oh, no. I make $200K a year. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got a promotion at my job. So, and I got 2 weeks of vacation. So you talk about I'm a slave of time, but I got 2 weeks of vacation and I make $200K. So I just got my my wife a car. So she's a car driver. Within 5 years, I'll be able to pay that off. So what's the problem? I make $200K,
I would say, do you have student loans?
Damn it. I mean, yes, I got student loans.
Then what? Don't tell me about your salary, because that means nothing.
And why is that? Why is that, LJ? Why 200K? I make $200,000, and you asking me about student loan debt?
That's a good question. I would say add up your student loans, add up your balance on your house, add up the balance on your car, add up the balance on your wife's car too, because I know if her car is financed, I know your car is financed. So add up the balance on 2 cars, and then I want you to go your salary minus the total debt that I just had you add up, and then hit equal. That's your salary.
So my student loan debt, $80,000. She got student loan debt, $80,000. So that's $160K. The house was $160K. So that's $320,000. Okay. And my salary, 200. Oh, so that's 120K. Negative 120K. But what you're getting at right here.
So go 200,000 minus, let's just round it up to 500,000. Say 200,000 minus 500,000. What's that?
200,000 minus 500,000. LJ, 200,000 minus 500,000 is 300,000.
No, it's not.
I'm literally going to calculate it. I tried to do some slave explaining.
Yeah, it's not
200,000. 200,000. Negative 300,000.
Exactly.
So what's the point though? Like what you trying to get with right there though, saying it's negative 300,000?
I'm just showing him he has no money. So why is he telling me about his salary? According to the calculator, he has no money. What is he talking about? What are you talking about?
I got $5,000 in the safe in my room.
Okay, so now I want you to go $205,000 minus $500,000. Okay?
Negative 300.
Okay, so that $5,000 is not in the room. It's not there. It's not. Slaves think it's there because they can pick it up and touch it.
Yeah.
But according to the calculator's saying you don't have $5,000 there. What are you talking about? There's no $5,000 there. I don't care if it's buried in the backyard in a safe with concrete and barbed wire around it. It doesn't matter. It's not in there.
You, you got me. You got me on that. Listen, somebody said they appreciate me doing devil's advocate. I got a question for you, Casino Coin Bro, in the chat. You ain't got to show your face. Do you want to come up here and speak to the wizard? You know, in the Matrix.
By the way, I'm never wrong ever.
And he's cocky too. He said he's never wrong.
I'm never wrong.
He said he's never wrong. Casino income expense. He said it needs to be productive debt that cash flows. It says debt is not bad if it's good debt. That's what he's saying. But do you want to come in? I could drop the little link.
When I hear people say that, I don't know why they're telling me their feelings about debt. I don't really care how people feel about their debt. Debt is just debt. It's not good. It's not bad. And when I hear people say that, they're just telling me how they feel about their debt. I don't care how you feel about your debt.
But LJ, you said how much student loan debt I got. I checked on my credit report. My student loan's gone. So what are you talking about? Joe Biden has said that he's going to take, so have you been watching the news?
Damn, that's bug. Yeah, that's what they want slaves to believe. They're never going to release that many slaves. That's never going to happen. They're never going to get rid of student loan debt. They say that so slaves believe that. And then they go and get in more debt because they believe what they heard. But that's how they make student loan debt is how they make slaves. Same thing with the PPP fraud going on around right now. That's how they make slaves. That's how they make them. Why do you think that money's so easy to get? Because they know you're going to do it, slaves. They know you're going to take it and spend it. They knew it. They already knew it. They own you now.
You mean it?
They own them. Whoever took that PPP money, man, I know this is a little bit off. Whoever took that PPP money, they are owned. They're never going to be free, ever. They're done. They're slaves.
You can't be extremists with stuff like that. We don't understand what you're talking about. Like all they do is they borrowed $20,000 from a PPP loan. Mm-hmm. How you mean they owe, you know what I'm saying?
Fraud. I'm talking about PPP fraud.
Okay, PPP fraud, $20,000. So, and one of them got a GoFundMe. I think they got $4,000. So they owe like $16,000 of PPP fraud. So
no, that's not how it works. When you go get the money and you don't spend it for what you said you were going to spend it on, that's over. That's done. It doesn't matter if you go get it, double the money, and try to pay it back. It's too late. As soon as you press enter, number one, that's wire fraud. As soon as you hit enter, wire fraud. And then when they reach it, it's PPP fraud because you falsified it. It doesn't matter what they do. That's how they make the slaves. Once you lie about it, that's it. It's done. It doesn't matter if they go. What they say when they go to a GoFundMe, you know what they're doing? They're giving evidence to the prosecution, telling the prosecution that they did not use the money according to what they said they was going to use it for. That's why they're on a GoFundMe. Why would you be there then if you didn't? If you used it right, you wouldn't have to worry about a GoFundMe.
So listen, all right. The reason why, hypothetically speaking, I committed PPP fraud, hypothetically speaking, was because we pay almost of the taxes. People like you and Trump, they only pay what, $134 of tax.
What they got to do with fraud?
Yeah, because we pay a lot of taxes. I feel we work and we get taxed on our check, we get taxed on our food, we get taxed on our gas. Mm-hmm. We even get taxed on the polls here in Florida, hypothetically speaking.
What does tax got to do with fraud? I'm asking.
Tax got to do with fraud because the rich people are actually legally frauding money from the taxes from us. They're paying less and we paying more.
You said legally fraud though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what that got to do with fraud? I don't care about legal fraud. I'm talking about fraud.
God damn, the federal judge is this strict right here?
No, I'm just trying. But I'm wanting you to say something. You said the key word legal. So why are we even talking about it? It doesn't matter if it's legal. Why are we talking about it?
But LJ, I feel that we should pay less taxes. Okay. What is the tax thing about? You know what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. Oh boy.
Oh, I'm in this thing.
What the heck?
Hello, can you hear me?
Bro.
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Kind
we
of,
can hear you.
kind of jumpy.
All
Bro,
right,
you
all right,
over here
cool,
looking
cool.
Meat Mill from Philly when you was freestyling on the corner, though. What the hell going on?
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
Casino, I thought you were, I ain't gonna lie, no offense, Casino. I thought you was I thought you looked like damn Mark Zuckerberg or something, bro. No lie, dog, when you was texting me, dog. No lie.
Yeah, bro. I bet. Yeah.
Cause you speak very
No,
I'm
but
about
hey,
to say.
can you hear me? Is my mic
Oh,
good
you
though?
hear him, LJ?
Yeah, I can hear everybody. Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what you were saying about the good debt and the bad, man? Because like, you know what I'm saying, if you borrow money and then let's say you buy real estate and then it's cash flowing for you, that's good debt. And then you're
I'm only
using
talking about
the
personal
cash flow
debt.
from
I'm not talking about business debt. Only personal debt.
Okay, but then even like a personal debt, right? Let's say I do like a loan, right? And then I go buy like crypto or stocks or something, and then like I get my initial investment back, and then I keep, what I'm saying, my profit. That's all good debt, right?
Why do you need to borrow
No,
money to invest? You got to borrow. You got to borrow money to
people
invest.
don't have. Well, first of all, it's smart to borrow money, right? Because let's say,
No, it's not. No, it's not. You borrow money because you have to borrow money.
It's not your money though,
What?
right? You're leveraging. You're leveraging someone else's money to
do you got student loans
for yourself.
You got student loans?
Yeah, I got some.
Okay, this is what I want you to do. Okay.
In fact, I use some of my student loans to invest with, bro. Like,
hey, man, don't say that out loud. Okay, don't do that. Okay, that's called evidence for the prosecution. Don't say stuff like that. Okay, don't say out loud that you use the money. You use money that was intended, that you signed up. You said you're going to use it for school. You just said you're saying that you didn't. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's for school and all of your living expenses, whatever that may be.
No, I'm going by what you just said. No, I'm just going. I'm going by what you just said.
Investments, it's all yours to you, especially the Pell Grant. Like that's a grant for you to do with what you need to get through school. What's best to get through school is investing, so I have more money when I get out of school.
I'm trying to tell you something, you're not even listening, but hey, that's cool. We're gonna skip over that. Don't worry about that part. If you want to say that out loud,
just let me know where the argument is. Like,
I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you right
logically. Now. All right, yeah.
I am. I'm going to do it mathematically because math is indisputable. Okay, indisputable.
No, of course. Interest rates.
I want you to add up all your money right now that you have in savings. Add up all your money that you have in savings.
I do this all the time. My assets plus my income.
No, just listen. Listen. You got to listen. Positive. You got to listen, man. Just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Don't worry about assets and all that stuff. Yeah. This is what I want you to do. I want you to add up all the money savings that you have right now. Then I want you to go your savings minus your student loan and hit equal. Okay? That's how much money you have to invest. That's how much money you have to invest. That's how much money you have to invest. You understand?
Give me no. Run that equation by me one more time.
Take all the money that you have, like cash, in your and then put it in your calculator.
So wait, hold on, because let's define cash, right? Because cash is an asset. So are you talking about cash equivalents like bonds, stocks, like?
No, listen to me.
Cash.
Listen. Like you're grabbing outside. The only thing I said was cash. That's it. That's all I said. No, you're saying something else. I'm just trying to be straight with you, man. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to put you down or nothing. I'm just saying what I'm telling you. I said cash. Just cash.
Okay. Go ahead. Explain yourself, LJ.
It's just cash. Okay. Open up your calculator. Put in your cash minus your student loan and hit equal. That's it, man. That's it. Just hit equal. That's it. That's how much money you have to invest.
You hear that, Casino?
Yeah, no, I hear what he's saying, but I mean, I guess we're just not understanding because I mean, in finance classes, right? Cash equivalents.
I didn't say cash equivalent. I just said cash. I just said cash, man. Why is this? I don't understand why this sounds like I'm saying something beyond. I just said cash.
Yeah, because it's weird to say cash and then not include things that are liquid like cash. Like that doesn't.
See,
I'm
you
not
see what I'm
following
saying?
that.
Do you see what I'm saying?
So that's
The only thing,
I'm not understanding.
I'm not even making this complex. I just said cash. That's it. That's it. I didn't say liquid. I didn't say assets. I just said cash. That's it. Just cash.
Oh, that's what all these things are equivalent. That's what I'm saying. When you say cash, you could be referring to a cash equivalent.
And I'm telling you directly. I'm telling you directly, and you think I'm meaning something else. I'm saying it to you directly, and you still think I'm meaning something else. I don't get it.
Hey, so
I don't get it.
I don't either. I guess we don't both just get it,
man. See how powerful that is? I'm not even saying anything funny or tricking anybody. I'm just saying cash.
Okay. So let's say
he's still thinking I'm talking about something else. He still think I'm talking about something else.
All right. You're right. All right. SavingsMinusDebt. Okay. Casino. In this scenario, we're gonna talk about the cash you got. Okay. We understand you in them advanced financial classes. All right, I'm about to mute you in a minute. We understand, you're going to school. We talk about cash, just cash. No cash equivalents, no passive income, no residual income, just no cash. Okay? Like your 9-to-5 job and you get that paycheck, that cash. All right. I'm gonna mute you. All right.
All right, so what do you want me to say about it?
I want you to open up your calculator, put in your cash minus your student loans, and hit equal.
Okay, and then what? What do you want now at that point?
And then I'm telling you, that's how much money you have to invest in cryptocurrency or whatever you're talking about investing in. That's how much money you have to invest.
Okay. Yeah, no, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
As do you get it, Casino? So what do you believe in, Casino? Do you believe in renting a house or getting a mortgage on a house? Do you think renting better or having your own house? Which one?
I would say neither one of those things are good. You wanna ideally be in a situation where you own like a duplex or a multi-family house, and then you have your tenants paying your mortgage for you, and that's called house hacking, right? And you can usually
like
get into that for
Jay Morrison type stuff. You talk about real estate, right?
No. This is something you can do on your own, right? Through the FHA, right? You can get a loan for a home.
Oh man,
3.5% down.
So
right?
Can you?
You can qualify with a 550 credit score, right? And you can get into this duplex, and then you can get a tenant who will pay your mortgage for you. You've never heard of this technique, house hacking? Hey, this is wild, bro. Because like white
Casino,
folks do this all the time.
I heard this before. Yeah, Casino. I feel I heard that.
It's a whole YouTube channel.
Jay Morrison
it's called Bigger Pockets. No, not no scam shit. It's a whole thing called Bigger Pockets. They're completely dedicated to this investing strategy. It's not scam. It's your own money. You're buying a house.
I said it was a scam. I said it was a scam. I just said I heard.
No, but I know. But Jay Morrison is a scammer. No, but he is a scammer. How? When you bring him up, what you mean? Like with that? He's
not, one of our brothers.
You know what I'm saying? Like with the whole thing where he's supposed to, he was supposed to pay out a certain amount of dividends, and there were certain things that he said that he would meet. But I won't get to that. But the house hacking, right? Like you said, I don't want to put down a brother, right?
All right, Bigger Pockets. Like you saying they tell you to get. So right now, are you able to get a apartment? Oh, is it a multi-home, family home right now?
Who?
You, Casino. Are you able to get there right now? That's what I'm asking.
No, my credit situation is kind of different because you know what I'm saying. I was in a car accident and I got like medical bills on my credit, right? But other people can do this. This is very easy.
Okay, put it this way, Casino. Let's say I'm an architect of me. Okay,
and I would say this is a good example of a good debt.
I got new credit, right?
Okay.
No, check this out.
Now, what that mean though?
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to use your strategy you told me as me being 25. I'm 25. I had new credit. I
All right,
had
I'm
good
finished.
credit. So I got, you hear me good?
Yeah,
You hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
All right, so I got a 780 credit score, right? And I, all my payments good. I got student loan debt from my computer science thing, which was $30,000. I'm 25 years old. I'm eligible to get a multi-house, right? So, like, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be the next
Variable. You would. It's like qualifying for any regular mortgage, except you tell them you want the FHA loan, which is instead of a 10% down payment, it's 3.5% down. Oh, gee, what you don't like that I'm saying? Because all I said was 3.5% down. Like, go ahead.
How old are you, man? How old are you?
This nigga freeze up or something, though. Yeah,
No. What he was
I'm
like
asking,
kind of
how old
shaking
are
his
you?
head disapprovingly, bro.
No. He asked
And
me how old
I
are you,
just
Casino?
I don't want to keep going.
You know what? You think I'm saying? I understand why you think the way I look. I understand why it may offend you. I get why you think, because you think I'm doing something to you. You think I'm saying, oh, he's so dumb, or he's this and that, and it has nothing to do with that. FHA mortgages are for slaves. Okay, that's why FHA mortgages are for slaves.
Have you heard of Robert Kiyosaki?
Listen to
A book. It's called
if you let
Rich
me
Dad,
finish,
Poor
I'll
Dad.
tell you why.
Right? And in
Let
that book,
me
he
finish.
explains.
Let me finish.
All
Let me
right.
finish.
On Casino, I had to mute you real quick. Let him finish real quick. All right.
Let me finish, man.
Yeah.
FHA mortgages are for slaves. Why do you think you only need a 550 credit score? Because slaves have 550 credit scores. Why do you think you only need 3.5% down? Because slaves have no money. Do you understand? If you understood what mortgages are, if you understood them, he's not listening. Never mind. Go ahead and unmute him. He can't hear me. Go ahead. Let him talk.
Yeah. Go ahead, Casino. Casino, your Wi-Fi. All right, you here? Go ahead, talk now. Let's talk, please.
Hey, hold on.
All right, so
okay, now let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, man. Do you see how powerful this is?
Yeah, it's very powerful. I'm not Casino. I know Casino gonna be in the chat. Casino, I'm laughing because he pulled this on me. He pulled his magic trick on me. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just one time we're gonna explain. Yo, Casino. So Casino, we could just stop right there. You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, it's all right. Listen, bro. Okay.
I think it's me, bro. I think it's my Wi-Fi, bro. It's just kind of.
All right, now you're good. Now you're good. But listen, check me out. I'm not laughing at you. Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you moving good. You good. All right, hold on. Let me talk. All right. I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the situation because the same thing he told you, he's telling me. It makes mathematical sense. You get what I'm saying? You're an intelligent brother. I get it. It's just the fact that he did the same magic trick on me. He's trying to help you get out the debt matrix and see that just because you got credit, that's a credit score. I'm a conscious slave. A credit score is a score that your banks as a slave owner give to you for making good payments as a good job. So you make your payments on time, so you're gonna give you a number on 740. Okay, boom. That's what he's trying to tell you. That car, the car I don't own, house I don't own. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's just saying. He's trying to make mathematical sense. Take up your savings and minus your debt. All right, you go ahead. No, yo, Casino. Go, you can say something, Casino.
Oh.
Yeah, go ahead, Casino.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess I just disagree, though, because like I think that can work. If you want to own assets within this system, right? I mean, it's not. If you look up the statistics, it's not that many black six-figure earners in the country in the first place, right? It's very top percentage of the people. The majority of the black people that you see on the street, at the liquor store, at the dollar store, have 550 credit scores. And so this is a strategy that people who are, you know, disadvantaged can use to leverage into a better situation where they're owning property.
I don't care.
And
I
cash
honestly,
flowing.
man, I don't care what slaves think what they could with 550 credits. I don't care what they do. Who
Damn.
cares what they do? Hang out the corner store, or would you say the dollar store? I don't care where slaves
Right, man.
hang out.
I don't like to demean people either. You know, everybody's
I'm not
got their
demeaning
own
anybody. You think?
situation that they
Oh, you
have to
think
work
by
out
me
of.
saying slave? Oh, well, look. I like the people. I like to say this too. I'm not calling you a slave. The Bible's calling you
Oh
a
no,
slave.
I mean,
Proverbs 22:7. Look it up. Look it up. Proverbs 22:7 is calling you a slave, not me.
hey,
Okay.
listen, my ancestors are slaves, and you know, I'm proud of
I'm
what they
not
came
talking
through.
about that kind of
Okay,
slave. I said debt
okay, well,
slave,
that's all I'm
not
saying.
not physical
All
slavery.
right,
And don't get me wrong. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Everybody always goes to that, okay? So I'm not mad that you're going to my ancestors. They all say that, okay?
go to
Slaves
what,
always say that. I'm not talking about that. I'm
sir?
talking about debt slaves.
The same way Jewish people they celebrate
Oh
coming through the
God, I'm not
Holocaust.
talking about.
I
I'm just
feel
talking about debt.
Yo,
Stop
I
going to
got mute your coin.
stop going to
Yo,
religion, man. Stop it.
talk about.
Stop looking for stuff. Stop looking for stuff. All right, just stick with debt. Just stick with debt. I'm here to help you own yourself. You don't own yourself because you're saying slave things, man. I'm here to tell you to stop doing it. What all the stuff you're saying is not making any mathematical sense. None. And I can prove it. I'm not making this up. I can have you use your own calculator and put in the numbers yourself and hit equal and show you yourself.
So hold on, Casino. It says Proverbs, and the rich are not to be rulers nor enslavers of the poor, but equippers and helpers in the struggles of poverty. So what does that mean, LJ?
No, there's another one that says the borrower is slave to the lender.
Oh, one
So if
second,
you
one
have a
second.
mortgage,
Yeah.
the bank is the lender, and the person getting the
Oh,
mortgage is the slave. And I'm not even
okay.
religious.
So it
I'm
says
not
the,
religious. I don't follow religion.
the
I
rich
just follow
over the
math.
poor. It's right there. The rich over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Okay, got you.
Correct.
So once again, I'm Casino. I'm mute you, Casino. Or matter of fact, sorry, I'm gonna just go ahead and put you off real quick. Listen, my people, my supporters. Listen, my supporters. LJ is a brother of ours. Okay, when he means slave, he's not. Debt don't have no color. I'll let you explain. You explain better than me. Go ahead, LJ.
Anytime you hear somebody try to mix, this is a statement you need to carry with you. If it doesn't make mathematical sense, it cannot make financial sense. It cannot. That's impossible. So, for example, if you have student loans, you cannot buy a house. That's impossible. That's mathematically impossible for you to do that. It's impossible for you to invest. It's impossible for you to put in retirement money. It's impossible. You can't.
Okay, so you're right. Shouts out to you, Watchmen. I appreciate you. Watchmen must be open to correction and reapproach from others. I appreciate you because you was, we do have respect both ways. But you gotta understand, Watchmen, like LJ said, SavingsMinusDebt said, they don't know that they're what you said again? They don't know that they're saying that, right?
Right. Unconscious slaves don't trust math, and they don't trust math. They don't know it. They don't see zero. They don't see negative numbers. They don't know those numbers. I mean, they taught us this in grade school, but they forgot. Else they would know they're not a homeowner. If they got a 30-year mortgage, they would know that's not mathematically true. But since they can't see negative numbers, they don't believe it. Because there's only one way to buy a house. That's cash. You can't buy a house. There is no other way to buy a house. It's cash is the only way. Everything outside of that is called financing.
All right, so one person said, how is that impossible? Please elaborate. When they saying that don't make mathematical sense. Say that again. Explain what you're saying.
Okay. Take your down payment, open up your calculator and take your down payment minus your student loans and hit equal. That's how much money you have for a house.
Yeah, I get that. It's like I feel as though we gotta probably have to literally. Hold on, let me see something real quick.
That's the most simplest that can be done.
Exactly. I hear you. You're right. It's just I'm trying to help save a little something. Okay, let me share this real quick.
Like people with mortgages, people with mortgages think the house is the asset.
Yeah.
They don't know they are the asset.
Oh, damn. Okay, hold on.
The person is the asset. It's not the house. The house is nothing. It's just a stick building.
Okay, so SavingsMinusDebt. All right, so boom, check this out. I have $20,000 student loan debt, right? And I have a house, and it was $180,000.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I would ask you, how much did you put down on your house?
None.
Okay, this is what I want you to put in: 0,
yeah,
minus 80,000, and hit equal. That's how much money you had to buy a house.
Okay.
Right there. Look on the calculator. That's how much you had.
All right. So check this out. I'm a car driver, right? My credit score. I got 780 credit score. I got a car. I got a BMW. It was $38,000. I had put $2,000 down. I got $5,000 of student loan debt. So how do I calculate that up?
Okay, you said you put down 2,000 from the car.
I got a car. I got
okay. Put 2,000.
A BMW. It was. Hold on, real quick. $30,000. All right. Say it again.
Okay, put 2,000.
All right.
Minus 5. You said 5,000 in student loan debt.
Yeah.
Okay, minus 5,000. Hit equal. That's how much money you had to buy a car.
Wait, so I could take that $2,000 and we'll have add to negative $3,000 and be negative 1,000.
No, negative and negative is negative.
Oh. So if I was already negative, the $2,000 if I was already in debt.
Correct. You had no money to buy. Plain and simple, you had no money to buy a car. That's what I'm trying to say. You had no money.
Oh, okay. I see the negative, so I know something ain't right.
So let's do it over. So I want you to get this. You said you had $2,000 to put down on the car.
Yeah.
Right. So put 2,000.
I got $2,000 cash. Yeah.
Okay, and you had 3,000 in student loan debt, or 5. No, you said 5,000 in student loan debt, right?
That's correct. 5,000.
So say minus 5,000.
Minus 5,000. My student loan debt.
Correct. Yeah. And hit equal.
Equal.
That's how much money you had to buy a car, right there.
So even with the $2,000 in my hand, that I got $2,000 in my hand. Though.
Oh, I see what you're confused on. Okay, hit the C, clear that.
Okay.
Put 2,000. You said $2,000 in your hand. 2,000 minus 5,000.
Yeah.
Hit equal. That's how much money you have in your hand. Right there. Look.
It's not there, LG.
It's not there. Slaves don't know money doesn't exist for them. They don't know that.
I get it. I'll let Casino talk real quick. Yeah, I get it. Go ahead, Casino. You can speak to him. Go ahead. It's not real. Casino, go ahead. You can talk right now.
Slaves don't know money doesn't exist for them. They don't know that. He's listening to the YouTube. He's not watching the StreamYard.
Oh yeah, that's why. I might have to break.
No, man.
Yo. You hear me? Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, you can't watch it from the stream. You gotta watch it from your phone now.
All right.
Because it's like I think it's like a 10-second delay.
Hey, yeah, can you hear me now?
I hear you now. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're making a lot of assumptions and projecting on the people about their math abilities, and if you have cash in hand,
I didn't invent math. I didn't invent it.
Regardless of your debt that's out, debt isn't even real. Like, you understand that, right? It's just something that a banker wrote on their balance sheet and said that you owe them now, right? It's not a real thing. What's real is what you have in your hands. And so if you have $2,000 cash in your hands, you have that, period. You can default on that debt, and then it don't exist no more. People default all the time. Donald Trump our former president used to default on debts all the time. He would borrow money, did not pay it back, and then he still got the money that he borrowed from them. It's like, I don't know, but I mean, I understand you're more of a cash buyer philosophy, right? And that's more of an old thing from that boomer age where the dollar had more purchasing power, and so you could work a job in high school, right? Come hit the factory, make 50K, support a whole family. You can't do that at 21. You use leverage, and so I guess it's just a disconnect.
All right, hold on, I'm gonna meet you real quick. All right, what was that, slave explaining or what was
That's slave explaining. He has no idea what he's talking about. He's all over the place. He's talking about Donald Trump. Debt is not real. Shit, pick one. I don't know. Pick one of the things he was talking about.
He said,
and I want you, on the outside of the debt matrix, what he's doing is very important to the economy. That's very important. That's very important. He must believe that debt is not real. People must believe they own houses with mortgages. That's important. They must believe it's okay to finance cars, clothes, shoes, jewelry, washer and dryers, furniture, couches. Even a guy in the comments, he says something like, so basically pay cash for everything. Cash is the only way to buy anything. There is no other option. There is no other option unless you're talking to the banks. The bank says, oh, yes, there is. There's other options. Come on here. Come in the office. We'll show you.
Okay. So, all right. You're right. Give me 1 second, LJ. Go ahead. Let me mute this. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So let me ask a question, right? You said the people who borrow them to buy these assets, homes, washers, cars, right? You said they don't own that, correct?
Correct.
Okay. But they're using it, correct?
Correct.
So they, in all sense and purposes, do own it, right? Because another thing, right?
Else they wouldn't be making payments. Right? They're making payments, so they don't own it.
Possession is 9 of the law. Listen, if they're using it and depreciating it on a daily basis, they own it in every sense that matters. They use it to work. They use it to wash their clothes every day. They own that machine. Like, if you went in their house and tried to take their machine out and said they don't own this belongs to the bank, people look at you like you're foolish. So, like,
yeah, because I'm not the bank.
Confused.
Because I'm not the bank. Of course, that would be theft. Because I'm not the bank. So I wouldn't walk in their house and take their watch.
But they don't own it either. And you know, but they're not the owner.
Who the owner?
The people who have the washing machine in the house that they borrowed.
Yeah, they're not the owner. Correct. You're right. They're not the owner. You're right.
Right.
You're right. They're not the owner.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your purpose of saying that? That's why they're paying. That's why they're making payments. They're not the owner.
My point is that they use it. They use it in every way that matters. If they go crash it,
yes,
that's the end of that car.
Correct. Yeah.
Right. The bank can't repossess.
Like when people make car payments, the bank says, "Hey, you can use our car as long as you keep making the payments." So you're right. Yes, that's true. The bank is going to continue to let people use their stuff as long as they keep making payments. Yes, that's true. Yes. I don't know what your point is by saying that, but yeah, it's true. Now, if you want to believe you own it, that's on you, man. I mean, that's on you. Whatever. If you're making payments on a car and if you're making payments on a car and you believe it's yours, that's on you, man.
Like, believe me.
What?
I'm good.
See now, see, it's powerful right here. See what's mine.
It's powerful. Because he thinks I'm talking about him. He really does think, and I'm not. I'm not talking about you. I'm just telling you mathematics. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying 1 + 1 = 2. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
So let me tell you my journey real quick, Casino.
But that's such an elementary way of looking at it. You're not considering.
It is. You're
right.
Purchasing power.
You're exactly right.
The value.
You're exactly.
Okay, let me.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you.
The value.
You don't have to go into anything else. I'm agreeing with you.
Over time.
See how powerful that is? I'm agreeing.
That's very powerful. I gotta mute that. Hold on. We agreeing with you, Casino. We agreeing with you. It's elementary.
I agree with you.
So just let that sit in.
It's elementary. Exactly.
You won that debate. Right. He agreed with you. We do. All right.
I wasn't trying to win anything. I just genuinely need people to understand that this is something that they can use to change their situation. They can double, triple their income by
I would tell
purchasing
everybody, don't listen to a word
purchasing
you're
a
saying right now.
cash
That's what I
flowing
would say.
property. That's all I'm saying. I'm not. It's all good either way.
You're not making any mathematical sense. That's what I'm just saying to you.
Hey, Casino, I got a question
What
for
doesn't
you.
make sense about it, sir? If you buy a house, you out one side of
When you
your
say buy,
duplex.
you talking about get a mortgage?
Yes, sir. When you leverage
That's
up,
financing.
you mortgage
But go
your
ahead. That's
home.
finance a house. Yes.
Casino, we got you right there. You said rent. All right, go ahead. SavingsMinusDebt. What does that mean? Well,
He said buy a house. I asked him. He said with a mortgage, and I said yes. That's called financing. Go ahead.
Oh, finance. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you. So you finance the house.
Okay,
So
you finance the house. Yes.
If you go finance a family house, a family, you live in one unit, you rent out the other three. If the three, their rent, let's say your mortgage is, I don't know, $1,000 a month. Okay, and you rent out to each one of those 10 for $500 a month. You've made $500.
Okay, so let's run through the scenario with the calculator since he has it up. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so let's make up a scenario of what you're talking about. So how much is the mortgage on? How much is the duplex that you're talking about? Let's just take a ballpark figure. It doesn't really matter.
150,000.
Okay, and now how much is a mortgage about on $150,000?
All this time. I run this calculation all the time, so
Okay,
let's
just run through. How much is the mortgage on a $150,000 house?
You're gonna look at somewhere between $1,200 and $1,500. Matter of fact,
let's say $1,500. Let's say $1,500.
No, because it depends on your market. If you're in the South, or
you tell me. You tell me. You tell me. You tell me.
No offense, Casino. That's slave explaining right there.
No, wait, hold up. You tell me the mortgage. Put Casino back on real quick. Okay, I don't want to. You tell me the mortgage. You tell me. I don't. Since you're the expert, you tell me what the mortgage is on a $150,000 house.
So first, it depends on your interest rate and your down payment.
Make up anything in your head. Just tell me something. Just give me a mortgage.
Hey,
just
Grump,
give me a mortgage.
Grump, can you go? It's a thing. It's called a mortgage calculator.
This is a simulation. Just tell me. Make up a number. Make up a number.
Casino, you're making this very difficult. All right, but just say make up a number. That's all he's saying. Is make up a number.
I'm saying
that's all.
I would like everybody.
Okay, let him run through it. Let him run through it. Go ahead.
All right, what you want to do? All right, go ahead, Casino.
All right, it's called a mortgage calculator. You can Google it. It's right there.
Mortgage calculator. I Google it. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen.
You'll be able to put in the total price of the house.
All right, give me 1 second, sir. Give me 1 second.
All
right. Mortgage calculator, right? All right, so what you want me to do? You see it?
Yeah, just find pretty much any mortgage calculator link.
It's right here. It's popped up. You see it? It's on the screen.
No, you need a full one.
Oh, full one? Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. You gotta go into it. No, you good. It's fine.
All right, so this right here.
Let me see.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because does it say number of units right there on the side?
Hold on, give me a second. On the side, I see
beds,
right
there.
Baths. It says units. No, it says units. It says fine homes.
Yeah. So right there on that left side, bro.
Huh? I go another one.
Yeah, all right, go maybe find another one, bro. Because it's gonna be like one of them first 2 or 3, bro. Try that one.
Mortgage. This one? Mortgage right
here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Try that one.
All right. Okay. Boom. Loan amount. Hold on, my bad. My internet.
Okay.
Slow. It says state.
So from here we can do everything that the OG wanted to do, right? I can pick a price, right? Let's go with 150,000 since that's what we was rocking.
Oh, it's that home value right here. Oh shit. What the fuck? It's showing. Hold on. So, all right, my bad. I'm kind of new with this. So wait.
No, you good. Long story short, you can use this type of calculator to figure out how much cash flow you're going to have after paying all your expenses. and the OG is saying that you can't borrow money and then make a profit out of it. And when you use this calculator, you can in fact do it, and it's actually a way to financial freedom. It's the opposite of slavery.
All right, so let's say I see what you're talking about. No, I see what you're trying to explain. So let's say you got 4 units, right? And you rent one,
right?
And 3 other units.
No. You got to live in one, and then you rent out the other 3 for, let's say 500, 800, 1,000. Your mortgage is only going to be probably like $1,200 on a $150,000 house, probably less. Honestly.
Okay. So we're going back right here. Hold on, we're going back. So boom. Repeat that again, please. Because you said I'm renting out one, and I'm staying in 1 unit, and I'm renting out the 3 other units to other tenants, right? And how much would that give me a month? Pick a number.
I mean, what's the market rent in Florida for a one bathroom, a studio? Like, what is that looking like?
Hold on.
You can sometimes find a 4-family with 2 bedrooms in it, but it's usually a studio or a 1-bedroom.
You actually try to help them with the research behind it.
No, it's a method that people use all the time. There's people getting rich off of this by using these government loans.
Look, it says studio. Studio is $876 over here.
Is 8. Okay, so 8 times 3. You looking
876 times 3, right?
At whatever that is.
That's $2,628. I make
2024. Yeah.
That's a month. All right, so LJ.
Okay, so your mortgage is 12. So you make $1,400 a month.
I make $1,400 a month. So
even if your mortgage was 15.
Oh, so okay, so I'm bringing in 14.
I mean, you gotta subtract your mortgage first.
Okay, so $2,628 minus
whatever your mortgage would be, like $1,500. You can say 15. Whatever, same difference.
Yeah. All right.
Have you guys found the mortgage yet? The monthly mortgage?
Okay.
That's how much I'm paying right for monthly mortgage.
Is that what we agree?
Monthly?
Do we agree that's the monthly?
Super real.
Come on, did we agree that's the monthly mortgage? Did we just agree that that's it right there?
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
We agreed to 1,500. Yeah.
Okay, put in 1,500. Put in 1,500. I want to make sure I'm using all the numbers you guys are using. Okay, put in 1,500 minus 150,000, and then hit equal. That's your profit.
Slow down. So you're collecting month.
Was I going fast?
No.
Was I going fast?
But you jumped ahead on that debt there. You're
I only used the numbers that you just gave me
monthly, and a mortgage is typically 30 years, and so you would need to really extrapolate that over 30 years to really.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I just used the numbers that he just gave me.
I got meet you right here because it don't take 30 years to
extrapolate. That's a big word.
That's how long a mortgage. That's how long a mortgage is typically for. 30 years.
If that's what you believe, yeah, sure, whatever.
That's not what I believe. That's the industry standard.
That is what you believe.
Mortgage.
I don't believe that.
Google the word mortgage, and then
I don't want to Google
offers will just pop up.
I don't want to Google it. I'm telling you,
because it would obviously show you that you were wrong, and that's not something that you want to do.
Casino, I appreciate you, my brother. I'm gonna put you back in the chat.
I fuck with y'all too, man. Hey,
I appreciate you for showing your face, bro. It was a good one.
You see how powerful this is? Powerful.
Extremely powerful.
That's why this is why I have clients, the type of clients I have. We don't live in that world anymore, slave splaining, just making, because that house, I'm gonna tell you this. You know that house hacking they always talk about? All the slaves say that. They all believe that they're doing it. This is all you have. Anybody explaining that to you, you just turn to them and say, do you got student loans? If they say yes, just say in your mind, say, shut the fuck up. So in your mind, just because they're not making any sense. None. They don't know that though. You can't buy a house with student loan debt. That's impossible.
So if I'm trying to get financial advice,
and if you walk, check this out. If you walk, this is what slaves don't know too. You walk in the bank with student loans older than your children, talking about you want a house loan, they are going to financially abuse you. You know what they're going to pull out? They're going to say, we have this FHA mortgage for you, because that's who they offer FHA mortgages. For slaves that don't know, you can't buy a house with student loan debt.
So I got a question though. What about trying to find an accountant, a good financial accountant, and I walk into their office? What's the first thing I'm supposed to ask them?
Are you in debt? Because if I walk into an accountant office and I say, this is what I do. This is what I do. Okay. This is what I would do. Because they always like to post their degrees on the walls. They're big fancy degrees, right?
Yeah.
You look at the year that they graduated. Okay.
Yeah.
So this old business, they graduated back in 2000. Okay. Okay. And then you walk in and say, do you have student loans? If they say yes, then you go 2021 minus 2000 equals they've had their student loan. Their student loans are older than their accounting business. That's wrong. What are you talking about? I would get up and immediately leave their office. I'd be like, before I do business with you, explain why you went to college for 4 years and you have your student loans for 21 years. Explain it to me. If they have no, they're not going to have an answer. Then I would just leave. I'm not here to help you know that. You went to school, you did pass math, right? Yeah. Okay, then why you have 21-year-old student loans? Explain that.
It's powerful. It's powerful.
Powerful, man.
He said you can absolutely buy a house with student loan debt. What the fuck?
Of course he can. See? Yeah. See how we need people like that. See? And he's still saying, and listen, he's saying it out loud in public for everybody to see. Even though what he's saying is against all the laws of mathematics, he believes he still can. You know who's saying that? The bank. The bank told him that. The bank says, yeah, you can buy a duplex, house hack bullshit. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, do whatever you want to, just as long as you make those monthly payments. If you think you're making a profit, whatever. All right, whatever. As long as you make our payments. That's it.
Yeah, so like I said,
it's not even math. It's arithmetic.
I don't know what else to say, but I got to come up with something. But in that meantime, I come up with something to say. Y'all, this is the brother website right here. You'll definitely go ahead. He got all the answers. Hold on, let me go ahead and get this right.
Savings minus debt equals if you own yourself or not. Okay, this is the goal that you guys need to be getting. Yeah. If you are in debt, you don't own yourself. You are a slave. Now, if you don't get it, this is what I want you to do. If you guys, those of you with Credit Karma, log into your Credit Karma. Okay. As soon as you log in, there's going to be a big number that's going to pop up in your face. That's your net worth. You put a negative in front of it. That's your net worth. Okay. And then you go further into your credit report, and then you're going to view a list of all your owners, because the credit report, what you guys don't know, is it's really an owner's ledger. It shows all the people who own a piece of you, and that's how much you owe them. Okay, that's all it is. That's it. That means you don't own yourself. You are owned.
Okay, so for the people who want to be like, well, let's see your Credit Karma, LJ. Let's see about that. Okay.
Find another person that does that on the internet. Log into the Credit Karma.
Another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young.
I got that Obama internet.
If you've seen somebody log into their Credit Karma in front of you, put up a 1. But if you've never seen what I'm about to do, put up a 0. This is for you. This is for me to show you, dang, why is LJ doing this? I've never seen that before. I know, because the majority of people out there are in debt, and they don't want you to see this. They don't want you to, they just want you to see their credit score, but they don't want you to see that entire credit report. So here we go. Let me just do this real quick here. Let me share this. Whoops. I should have had this already set up, like I always say, but 1 second here. Oh, okay, there it is. It is set up. All right, so this is what I'm gonna do. All right, so share screen.
Man, just give them the link and they'll watch it, man. They'll watch it.
You'll never see.
Okay, my bad. I know it sounds.
Oh no, this is your show. This is your show. Don't let me
ask yourself, how
do
come
what you want to do. This is your show.
Because it's.
But okay, that's it right there, right? That's it. I got to play a full screen so people can see it. This is what he's trying to explain, guys. Hold on, full screen. Y'all see that right there? Do anybody see that? What's up, MoFax? You got MoFax up in here. You
Try
see
to
those
find
zero
another
buttons?
credit report that looks like that one. Try to find a credit report that looks like that one, even though nobody's ever going to show you their credit report. Slaves don't do that.
Actually, I got a good thing to talk about real quick, LJ. And this one, it's gonna be real right here. Okay, as humans, we have sex with the other opposite sex, right? We are willing to have sex, get in a relationship with somebody else, and get married, but don't show credit reports. Why is that?
Because you're programmed not to. When people get with each other, they will get married, have children, and never once know what their significant other's credit report looks like. Never once, never even bothered to ask. Not credit score, credit reports. That's mandatory for me and people like me. That's mandatory. Because a credit report tells everything you need to know about a person, everything.
And for the people, you're right. For the people in the comments who saying, not saying which is misleading, but I've literally seen credit build wealth. You saw business credit.
Correct.
That's different than personal credit.
I'm only talking about personal credit.
Go
only.
ahead.
No, you got to keep saying that because people keep saying, read Robert Kiyosaki's book. And then I have to say, I'm only talking about personal credit. Personal. You got to keep reiterating, got to keep saying it because slaves don't know. They keep skipping over to business. Hey, get a duplex. That's business. Get a renter. That's business. Read Robert Kiyosaki. That's business. I'm only talking about personal debt.
But they like to get their personal credit mixed with business credit. You can't mix business with pleasure. You can't do that.
Correct.
So we're talking personal credit. We're not talking.
Well, it usually starts out with your personal credit, right? But once the bank sees a person has a 20-year-old student loan asking for business credit, they're going to financially abuse them because they don't know. You haven't paid off student loans in 20 years, and you want us to loan you more money? Okay, then we're going to financially abuse you because you don't know.
For real, now real talk, guys. I'll be in the chat. Think about that. Repeat that again, real quick, LJ. Slowly, please. Like think about the debt.
If you walk into the bank with student loans older than your children, the bank is going to financially abuse you. Because if you haven't paid off your student loans in 20 years, what makes you believe you're going to pay off a house in 30? You're not. You are the only one that doesn't know that.
Exactly. And so anybody who said, no, I've seen personal credit build wealth, buying the car, putting it on Turo, making a killing. Okay, you've seen that. You're no different than the woman who go on Kevin Samuels show. Like I've seen many women get high value men. You're no different than that. No disrespect. I'm just saying that you see what I'm saying. You see how similar it's starting to get. So come on, we got
They all say the same thing. They all do that. They always say, "Hey, I've seen this. I've seen somebody do that." Where you see it at? Where you see where? When people say that, you make them. When somebody says, "Hey, man, I heard," you make them show you. You say, "Show me right now. Show me where you got that information right now. Show me." They never will be able to show you. Oh, I heard my sister's cousin's brother told me that I can house hack and I make the. They all say the same thing. They all do it.
The same thing. Like you be like, "Oh, I heard."
But it's important because it's important that now listen. It's important that they believe that because if they knew it didn't really take 30 years to pay off a house, the housing market would crash. So it's important for them to believe it takes 30 years to pay off a house.
Yeah, you're right. So casino, you're right. You can use personal credit to buy a 4-family house. You can.
Now listen, see what he's saying? Look, now this is what he don't know he's saying. He's crossing over the veil, mixing personal with business. The banks know when people start mixing and mingling like that, they financially abuse them because you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that.
In street terms, you're not supposed to trap inside your own house where your kids at, hypothetically speaking. I know most of y'all be listening to hip hop and rap from these fake rappers. You're not supposed to sell drugs at the same house you got a full family in, hypothetically speaking. That's what he's trying to say.
But see the way they're talking? We need that. Bitcoin wouldn't exist without slaves. Believe that.
Okay, in that case, casino, why you still got student loan debt?
What?
He said, "Nah, that's cap. I've used personal credit to 5x my money in crypto." And
I
said,
believe it. Now, see what he's saying? He used credit to invest in crypto. So what he doesn't know, what he's saying is that he used the bank's money. He invested money for the bank in the crypto. If he loses in crypto, he still owes the bank. If he wins in crypto, the bank still wins. The bank wins twice.
So you are the Bitcoin.
He's the cryptocurrency. He doesn't know he's the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency doesn't exist. He's the cryptocurrency. You can't invest in cryptocurrency with negative dollars. That's impossible. If you're borrowing money to invest into a money that doesn't, listen, because slaves don't know, cryptocurrency has been here for decades. It's called credit. They don't know that. Okay, they don't know that. You can't hold credit. It's just like crypto. It's the same thing. They don't know that, right? So they're going to take invisible money and invest it in more invisible money. They don't know that they're doing that. You can't invest negative dollars. The laws of mathematics say that's totally impossible. You can't even do that. But the bank is over here saying, yes, you can. Don't listen to LJ. That's not true. Here, use our credit card to invest in cryptocurrency. Here, there you go. Oh, you need a loan to invest in cryptocurrency? Oh, yeah, here you go.
Yep, that's see, I mean, so casino, you hear that? But casino, I know casino is very strong. We actually need, first I'm gonna get into that, but I know he's not following with what he's saying, because he's saying this guy's like bootleg Rush Limbaugh. See, that's, if you read books on Gurdjieff and P. Uspensky, it's like just the first thing that you know the man has lost a debate or is not trying to see eye to eye with another man is when they try to put smart remarks or insults, you know, and not in a bad way, you know, subconsciously. You know, you don't know that you're doing it, that's what you're doing. So moving on. But LJ, we do need people like this. And why?
Yeah.
Why?
No, that's a must. The economy wouldn't exist without people that believe that. That's important.
Exactly.
And when they say, listen, when they do and say stuff like that, I want them to do that. I don't want, I mean, that'd be great if they listen and wake up. Yeah, great. But the majority must believe that they can invest with money that they don't have. That's important. If, put it this way, if they knew what I knew, car lots wouldn't exist. Student loan debt wouldn't exist. The housing market wouldn't exist. It wouldn't exist. That would disrupt everything. I wouldn't want that. So I want them to believe they're homeowners with mortgages. Investing in cryptocurrency with loans and credit. That's important.
Yeah, I hear that.
And he's saying, stop stealing from Rush. See how people make it complicated? The only thing I'm talking about is math. That's it. Nothing. 1 + 1 = 2. That's it.
Listen,
they always think it's something else.
Listen, camp guy, what you're saying is equivalent to so I'm gonna read what you're saying. So if he got a 5K loan from a bank and hit on crypto for over 50K, is that not a win? Okay, that's just equivalent like me going to the gas station down the street from the house and putting in the right numbers to hit the Powerball.
But he's forgetting the whole thing. You don't have $5,000 to invest in anything to win anything. So it doesn't exist. You can't hit the Powerball because you have no money to buy Powerball.
Exactly.
See what I'm saying? 5,000. Hey, I'm gonna take this 5,000, flip it in cryptocurrency, but you didn't even have $5,000 to invest in cryptocurrency. So what are you talking about? Anybody that tells me that, I ask the same question: do you have student loans? If they say yes, that's why you believe you can invest $5,000 in cryptocurrency, because you have student loans. That's why. You got your student loans older than your children? Yeah, that's why you're investing in cryptocurrency, because you have student loans older than your children.
See, exactly. So just Camp God, take out that loan and don't. I'm not meant to say like that. All right. So with your little statement, you pay off your student loan debt. You don't even go for a loan. You pay off your student loan debt. You got 0 zeros in your report score, and you got $5,000 of your money. You don't owe debt. And then that's where you can make $50,000. You see how it's easy to say it than to do it, kind of, you get what I'm saying?
Correct. If you have $5,000 to do it, yes, invest in cryptocurrency.
It's no different than me saying, "Oh shit, I could damn become a rapper. All I gotta do is just damn hit Ayo up."
I tell you what,
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
you get out of debt, you'll know exactly how to play cryptocurrency because slaves are in cryptocurrency right now. That's why the money, you know when to pull your money. Right, like right now, if you look on your credit reports, your student loan debt's not on your credit report right now. So slaves are out there just burying themselves in debt right now, just getting approved for loans and houses and stuff like that. And then come September, when those student loan payments are due, that's when they're going to be like, oh my God, I need some money to pay for this stuff. Let me go get my money out of cryptocurrency. But those of us that know will have pulled that money out in August, early September, pulled it out. And then when they said, I can't afford all this stuff I bought. And then they go get that money. They're going to be like, oh my God, cryptocurrency crashed. Bitcoin crashed.
Because the
banks invented cryptocurrency. The banks did.
That is so smart. Think of it like this. Let's say I'm the bank and SavingsMinusDebt is he borrowed $5,000 from me, right? He took a loan out from my bank. That is so smart and genius because even if he invests that in cryptocurrency and he lose that money, he still owe me that $5,000 with interest on it. So it's a win for me that way. Or let's say he go and he invested, he make money. I still get, he's still paying back my loan. So I'm safe both ways. He is the one that got stressed. He's the one that got to, run around, give up a trade, time for money type stuff.
Mm-hmm. It's mathematically impossible to invest in Bitcoin if you're making car payments. That's impossible. They're the Bitcoin. If they had student loans talking about they're investing in Bitcoin, they're the Bitcoin because it doesn't exist.
Casino, you saying that, okay, that's true. Dollars go down in value over time. That means your debt is worth less over time, make it easier to pay off. Okay, you just pay it off. Like me, just go ahead and pay it off.
Dollars go down in value over time. That means your debt is worth less over time.
Is you on that Forex shit? Is that Forex?
See all that stuff? The dollar is less value, blah, blah, blah. You go to the government website, they make $100 for 14 cents. All you got to do is Google how much it costs to make money. Now you go there. Now this is how powerful, and I'm telling you this, young grump, this is how powerful this shit is. You go to the government website, they will show you that they make $100 bill for 14 cents. They take that dollar, scribble some ink on it and 100, and then they hand it to slaves and say, it's worth 100, slave. And then the slave believes it. Even though they're telling them right there on the website, it's 14 cents. How much lower can the dollar get than 14 cents?
Okay, as you see, it says $10. It takes 10.8 cents to make a $10 bill. It takes 11.2 cents to make a $20 bill. It takes 11 cents to make a $50 bill. It takes 14 cents to make a $100 bill. Last time I checked, it was 14.9 cents. So yes, you are correct, Casino. It fluctuates, but still, look at this. Look at this. They make it for 14 cents, and they tell you that it's $100. Slave.
See, Casino. Notice how the slaves always got something else. Even when you show them something, they go to something else. What about this? What about that? No, what about the people that make the money? They tell you right there that they make it 14. Oh, what about inflation? What about Biden? What about Trump? But again, that's important for those people to do that. That's important. That's very important for them to blame somebody, some entity, something.
Okay, real quick, SavingsMinusDebt. Remember you had borrowed $5,000 from me, right? And you had invested you invest in cryptocurrency. You had made 50K, you made money. He said, but I don't have to pay you back, banker. He said, I can just default if I lose. Saying if you lose the default. So what do you mean by default? Like, what's you trying to say?
What he doesn't know, he's saying that only people like that, only slaves talk the way he talked. And if he's talking like that, I don't have to pay back the bank. They already knew that when you borrowed the money. That's why they charge you the interest rate they charged you. People that talk like that, they charge them 29.99% interest rate because they talk like that. They already, one look at his, put it this way, one look at his credit report will tell me why he talks like that. He doesn't know he talks like that. Now, remember, if he knew what he was saying, he wouldn't put that out in the public. He wouldn't post that in the comments and put on the screen for the world to see. He wouldn't do that. But since he doesn't know, he does that.
You're right.
He said, I can just default if I lose. I can just not pay and run like a runaway slave and not pay them and run. And bill collectors, the bill collectors, imagine bill collectors as hound dogs. Okay. They send the hound dogs after the people that don't pay them back their money. That's what bill collectors are.
And check this out. What he's saying, Casino, is true, because I've been in a situation like that with my vehicle. But then still got like a year left of slavery of that. Off of you talking, that's how you get that 29% APR. You already done bought the dang, you know what I'm saying? You just paying, you paid it 3 times, like me. Paid my car 3 times worth the value. You know what I'm saying? So there's no deal, there's no nothing. They knew that you was going to default. That's why they got the money up front off you with the gap insurance. So you already done paid the car off. You just paying on the principal. Does that make sense?
Yeah. As soon as they run his credit and find out as soon as they run his credit and find out how he went to college for 4 years but kept his student loans for 10, they're going to financially abuse him.
And he's saying, not pay you back, bro. This is what the rich do, period. Okay. You're right. All right.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
That's why they're rich.
You said?
They don't do what he's saying. That's why they're rich. That's why they have money.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. See?
The rich don't do that.
You see, you kind of see where we're going at right here, fellas up in here. The banks don't play, but they just demonstrate. Yeah, you're right. They just demonstrate. They don't play.
The banks are not. This is what people think. They think banks are special, or they think they know something that other people don't. The banks go by the laws of mathematics. Period. There is nothing exists when it comes to finances. Nothing exists outside the laws of mathematics. Nothing. You cannot count money without using math. If I gave you a stack of hundreds and said, here, how much is that? But you can't use math to count it. You couldn't do anything. You could just look at the money and then what am I going to do? Nothing. Just look at it.
So he's saying, okay, 5,000 to 50K doesn't happen overnight. Stop believing social media investors. Yeah, appreciate you, Count Block. Appreciate you.
That's just business, though. When they do stuff like that, like if you look at half the financial channels on YouTube, none of what they're saying makes any mathematical sense. But you have to trust math to know that.
We went through that. Not me personally, but SavingsMinusDebt and Ramil Amir went through that before. We ain't gonna say no name. We went through that, and it's legal. It's not. I don't care how.
Yeah, it's legal. It's legal.
Yeah, but we know that it don't make mathematical sense, though.
No, it's legal though. They're not doing anything illegal.
No. Yeah, but
yeah. They're not doing anything illegal. That's why I can't watch stuff like that, because I know they're just doing it for business. Like when you see credit repair people and, hey, don't worry about your student loans right now. This is the standard thing. That has such a low interest rate. You can do this, invest in this instead, and then you can make more interest off this and blah, 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 blah. What they're not telling them is that you can't invest if you have student loans. That's impossible. You can't do it. But if they put it this way, if they kicked out everybody that had homes right now that had student loan debt, if they said everybody has student loan debt and a mortgage, they're getting kicked out of their house, the housing market would crash. If they denied everybody that has student loans a house, a mortgage, the housing market couldn't exist. So that's important for them to believe that they're homeowners with student loan debt. That's important. That's very important.
And tell them how you don't even step foot on the car dealership.
Yeah, let me put it this way so you guys understand, okay? And I want you to follow me mathematically so you can understand how they abuse you if you finance a car.
You want me to put a calculator out, or you good?
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
First of all, it don't take 8 hours to buy one car. They only do that to slaves. Okay. People prepare themselves to be at a car lot all day to buy one car. That they already have you if you're willing to do that. Because if you walked on the car lot with cash, right? Say like there was a car you wanted, it was 50,000, you had 50,000 in your hand, and then they said, hey, well, sit down here for 8 hours, and then we're going to go ahead and give you the car in 8 hours. You'd be like, I'm getting the hell out of here. I'm not doing that, right? But they only do that to slaves. When you come on and ask for payments, that means you can't, that's because you can't afford the car. That's why you're making payments. You can't afford the car. Now, if you can't afford the car, you can't afford the taxes either. So not only are you financing the car, you're financing the taxes too. That's an extra tax for slaves that don't know. When I walk on a car lot, buy a car, it's the car plus class. So say like the car is 20,000. I'm gonna keep it simple, 20,000, and it came up to 25 with tax. I give them 25 and I'm done. With you, since you have no money, you're gonna finance the car because you have no money for the car. So if you don't have no money for the car, you don't have no money for the taxes either. So you're gonna finance the taxes too for 84 months, and then drive off the lot. And they believe that a car goes down in value when you drive off the lot. No, it goes down in value as soon as you step on the lot, slave. As soon as you step on the lot and crack your lips to say financing, they got you. Because only slaves finance cars. But you guys don't know that. Look at CarMax. You think CarMax is that big because people paying cash for cars? No, because slaves are financing them. That's why CarMax has football fields of cars. If you knew what I knew, CarMax wouldn't exist. But again, we need slaves to finance cars. Slaves are number one. Slaves are number one.
You're right. You're right about that. You're right. Yeah, we definitely need it. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's so powerful. That's why, in the background, we talk about the Matrix and everything. And he talks about it more than I do, about the red pill or the blue pill. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just like that. Exactly. It's up to
Are you
you.
still, hey man, anybody else want to come up? If you want to put it this way, I know you guys hear me. If you want to get out of the debt matrix, you need to come see me ASAP. 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 The younger, the better. The younger, the better. Because if I knew this at 25, oh man. So everybody would know me. The only reason why people don't know me now, they just don't know me yet. It's just a matter of time.
So you're right. So I dropped the link. So I'm gonna tell a quick story real quick about how I ran to you. I'm from Ramil Amir, and then I heard him talking about if you finance a car, if you do this and that, you a slave. And y'all in the channel, my first reaction was, why do you think that I'm a slave? Now go ahead, stop me right there. SavingsMinusDebt, go ahead, stop me right there. Huh? I said when you said that if you finance a car, if you do this and that, you are a slave. My first reaction off that was, why is he saying that I'm a slave? And you got to stop me right there, remember?
Oh yeah, and I said, you were saying it to yourself. I mean, you're saying it, right? Because I wasn't talking directly to you, because that's impossible. You, even if you said that to yourself, you don't realize you were saying it to yourself, because I wasn't talking to you directly. You just said to yourself, why does he think I'm a slave? No, you're saying that, not me. See what I'm saying? Because if somebody called me a slave, I'd be like, who's he talking to? Who? You're not talking to me because I'm not a slave. See, I wouldn't say, why is he calling me a slave? See, I wouldn't say that. So that it's just what you gonna, young grump, now, because you're gonna own yourself. If you are in debt, you don't own you. So anybody, that's why I always say, do you have student loan debt? If they say yes, they don't own themselves. If they don't own themselves, why would you trust any kind of financial advice from a person that don't even own themselves? See what I'm saying?
You're right. We got Casino. He want to make another jab at it. Do you want him to come back?
Hey man, anybody can come up, man. Long as you understand, I'm going to correct you with math. That's it. Because if you don't believe my math and it's right, that's on you, man. That's on you.
All right, here you go, man.
You can't get enough. Come on, man.
Hey, all right. No, I'm coming back, on a different approach this time. I see things got a little tense during that last discussion.
No, they didn't.
Right. All right. Well, on my end, I was tense.
All right.
It's kind of.
It's
frustrating.
I know.
All right. Anyway,
It's all,
so I'm just here to ask questions this time. Right.
Okay.
So OG, what would you say is the best way to go out and accumulate assets such as real estate?
I only talk about personal debt.
Right.
Are you talking about personal? Are you talking about? I'm not talking about rentals or anything. If you're talking about personal, yeah, I can give you some information on that.
Okay, yeah, no. So, like, what would you recommend for someone? Let's just say they're buying a single family home. What's the best way to go about doing that?
Okay, number one, do you have the
Using
money to
your
buy
method.
the home? You got to use your words correct. That's what I would tell a person. First, use your words correctly. If you're saying buy, that means you're buying the house in cash, because there's only one way to buy a house. That's cash. And if they say, no, I'm getting a mortgage.
And that's what we do.
Huh?
Okay, right. So using personal credit. So basically what you're saying is that you don't think people should use any type of leverage to buy anything. It's cash only, right? Like, I'm trying to follow how one
cash is the only. No, this is what I'm saying. Let's just make sure we got this straight. Cash is the only way to buy anything on earth. Okay? Mm-hmm. Cash is the only way to buy. That's the only way to buy. There is no other way. Anything outside that is called financing. Yeah, so let's just make sure we say the words. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. No, we're on the same page. We're going with your definitions, right?
All right.
Okay. So how using your method? I point at myself. Using your methods, what would be the best way to go about accumulating assets? Like, I don't understand. Like, if I'm getting this personal credit, I'm taking care of it, I'm paying cash for everything. What's the end game? How do I get wealthy using your methods?
Okay. I want to make sure you understand that it's not my method. It's called math. Okay. That's it. It's not me. I was born and then I went to school and they said, this is math, LJ. I said, okay. All right. I'm going to use it. Okay.
No, we love math. Everybody loves math.
It's just there. Okay. It's just there. Let's just put it now. And I'm not saying anything negative. I just want you to understand.
I love
nothing to do with love. Nothing. This is what it sounds like when you say a feeling to math. How do you feel about 1 + 1 = 2? Tell me how you feel. Does it give you a loving feeling inside? Does it make you want to hug it?
It is what it is.
Exactly.
I love that it makes sense every time.
Keep that there.
I love that it doesn't change.
Keep that there. It is what it is. You said it right. We're going to go with your word. It is what it is. So the only way to buy a house is in cash. That's the only way. How can I do that? First, I have to own myself. I can't be in debt.
Okay.
I can't.
So debt free. No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So no.
Okay. Debt free. Debt free.
No.
Debt free.
Okay.
Debt free. This is what I would do. Okay. This is me. Okay. I would get a business and put my house under the business. Okay. I would put my house. I wouldn't buy it personally. I would tell everybody I'm renting, but I'd be renting from myself because I own the business. So everybody else, they would say, are you renting? I would say yes. But not renting like you, renting like me. And then I would buy the house in a foreclosure, tax lien, something. I don't care about sale prices. Once you're out of debt and you have money, sale prices of houses no longer matter to you because that's none of your business. Only when you sell, never when you buy. I don't care the price of anything, as long as you got cash.
All right. So I just want to follow. So we're not using personal credit. We're only using business credit.
No, you're using personal credit. You said buy a house. You said personal credit. That's personal credit.
But then you said you would get a business and then rent from yourself. So how does the get into the ownership of
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. No, you're right. Okay. You're right. I mixed that and I didn't explain it. You're right. Okay.
Okay.
I just you asked me what I would do. Okay. And I don't explain this to people that are in debt because they won't understand, but I'm going to explain this to you. I'm saying I have a business. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Now, I'm confused by that one comment when you say explaining to people in debt. That's real. I mean, are you saying people who hold debt or people who are have negative net worth.
It's the
That's
same
the same thing.
No. It's not the same thing at all. Negative net
Yes,
worth.
it is.
Yes, it is.
And debt are two
Okay,
different things.
listen. Okay, casino. Does it show negative on a calculator?
I can have more cash than debt.
Listen, what we said, does it show negative on a calculator? That's all that matters. The answer is yes. Let's just go straight to it. It does. Nothing exists outside the laws of mathematics. Nothing. When it comes to your money. Anyway, let's go back to what I was saying. Huh?
Okay. Yeah.
I would take it.
Nothing exists outside. It's just cash.
Huh? What's that? I didn't hear you.
Hey,
no, go ahead, because we keep talking at the same time. It's getting weird. So go ahead.
Anyway, like I was saying, I would open up a business, put the house under the business, and then there's different taxes can help me pay off the house. I could have the house paid off in 5 to 7 years. That's all I was saying. I would rent from myself.
Okay. And you would pay the business.
Yeah.
Casino, he don't got student loan yet. That's you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't know how student loans came up. I thought we were talking about.
No, he didn't say nothing about student loans. Tell me what you're saying, because I want to explain it to you. Tell me what you're saying. Tell me. I'm listening. I'm honestly listening. Go ahead.
I was listening to you.
I was done. I just said I would get a business, put the house under the business, rent from myself, and then taxes would help me pay off the house.
Casino, man, quit doing this visual intelligence psychology analysis. Right? You know what he's talking about, man. Come on, man.
That's okay. I think he's asking legitimate questions, but he doesn't know he can't get around math. Math is you can't get around math.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can't get around math. Not with no criminal psychology. Not with no Sherlock Holmes.
No one's trying to circumvent math. I just told you guys, I embrace math, right, with all my being. Okay, and so I just want us to all be on the same page. That's all, bro. Okay, we're all loving math. We're all free people. All of that. That's what I'm saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I just want to make sure I'm getting it right.
What I'm saying to you is this, man. This is what I want you to see, Casino. And if you can hear me, I want you to. You got a Credit Karma account?
Yeah, no, I got an Equifax account.
Okay, Equifax account. This is what I want you to do. I want you to log into your Equifax account and see how much debt you're in. Okay, and all you got to do is believe it. All you got to do is believe it.
Now, hold on. Now I'm getting weird here, because are you making this a personal thing? My debt?
Yeah, your debt. I'm talking about you.
Tremendous amounts of debt.
I don't care how much. I didn't say how much you had. I didn't say you had tremendous. I just said debt. Huh?
Okay, yeah, no. What I'm saying, my cash assets are greater than my debt. Like that's that.
If that was true, you wouldn't have no debt.
No. It's true. It's just the cash means more to me in my hands than it means to extinguish that debt. Because I know I can take that cash and invest it and get more cash and then pay the debt as the debt continues to depreciate over time with inflation.
If you put those numbers, if you put those numbers in a calculator, would you have as much cash as you think?
It's not a thought. I go through, I have Microsoft Excel here, right? And I use spreadsheets.
That doesn't matter.
I'm not sure other people, or maybe other debt slaves, or what have you.
Let me say something to you, Casino. Let me say something to you. What you're doing is called slave-splaining.
What am I?
Because you're saying things that make absolutely no mathematical sense. None. Zero.
What did I say that didn't make sense?
Your assets.
Explain it.
Okay, that's a good question. You said you have more money than debt, right? Right.
Correct.
Why do you have student loans? How long have you had them? How long have you had student loans?
3 or 4 years. You said the debt, right? Yeah, like 3 or 4 years.
Student loans debt. Student loans debt.
Okay.
Why you have student loans for 3 or 4 years? Why?
Because I don't want to pay it.
Oh, okay. Oh, good answer. Hey, you're honest.
Forever.
I'm technically still in school. I'm also technically still in school, so it's pending, right? So there's nothing.
That doesn't matter. Debt doesn't care if you're in school. Debt don't care what college you go to. Debt doesn't care where you live. It's just debt. Okay. It doesn't matter if you're in school.
Debt? What is debt? It's an obligation that was created by being loaned into existence.
Yes.
Okay. So that's not a real thing. That's a fiction created on a balance sheet.
Then tell the government that you're not going to pay back that student loan debt. Tell them, you say, hey, F you, I'm not paying back nothing. Tell them. Tell them. Write them.
That's
email them and say,
intention,
F you, I'm not paying back that student loan.
That's actually exactly what I intend on doing. I actually plan on running it up a little bit more coming up this fall. And then I'm going to, just default on that. If see what happens with this Joe Biden thing and all that. But regardless, I'm not gonna pay it.
Oh,
right, and I'll move.
You see that?
Okay, that's powerful.
I'll move my assets.
That's powerful shit.
This is what rich people do. This is what rich people do. I don't know if you guys,
No, that's not what rich people do.
We don't have student loan debt. We don't have student loan debt. We don't have student loan debt.
Wait, we don't have student loan debt. No, because I thought Grump said he did have some student loan debt.
No, I said people like I'm talking about me. People like me.
No, not me. I'm a conscious slave.
Okay. I'm not the only one. I'm saying we, people like me.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a conscious.
I'm not the only one. If I was the only one, car lots wouldn't exist.
No, I think now let me clarify that.
Student loans wouldn't exist.
I think that's a bad idea. I would never recommend that somebody buy a depreciating asset like a car or a cell phone on credit, right? Like I want to make that perfectly clear. We both agree on that. That's deductive use of debt.
Hold on real quick. Sierra, you're right, Sierra.
Even a Hellcat, right? Even a limited edition car that may appreciate is still not a good investment.
You're right. So real quick, I'm gonna tell you a story.
No, so we agree. We all agree on that.
Okay. Let me tell you a story real quick. I work at McDonald's, right? Hypothetically speaking, I have no student loan debt, right? Hypothetically speaking, I have no debt. I work at McDonald's. I have $5 in my bank account. I own no debt. Remember, I said I own no debt. A lawyer comes into McDonald's. He pulls up in a Mercedes-Benz 2021. He comes in there, and he's all snarky and everything. He ordered his food, and he believes that he's more richer than me. He's not, because he has a loan on the house, he has a loan on that car, and he's in debt. It don't matter if he's a lawyer or not. It don't matter if he got $500,000 a year or $1 million a year. He's in debt. You explain it better than me how I'm saying my debt?
No, I agree with that. That's somebody that's trying to pay for all of their assets using just their income. And that is a quick way to lose in modern finance. You can't support a household or any bills using a single income, McDonald's or a lawyer, right? If you look into the statistics, white couples can't even support a family. Like, they have to have multiple workers within the household, and that's all-time highs. So, I mean, I guess we agree.
I'm confused now. Hold on. Yeah.
You make a lot of comparisons to people and things and stuff like that. I don't do that. I mean, because that has nothing to do with me. Statistics, averages, all that stuff, that has nothing to do with me or people like me. Nothing. Only slaves.
I agree. No, you're debt free.
You got to own yourself, Casino, because I don't want you to be my age still paying on your student loans. Don't do that.
And that's the overall.
Oh, no, I won't.
I know you say you
No,
won't,
I mean,
but how you're talking, it sounds like you're gonna.
You say you're not
You're
gonna pay the
talking like
student loan
that.
debt.
Oh no, but, sir, I want you to understand, despite my appearance. Okay.
No, it has nothing to do with how you
Listen,
look.
bro, we not with that shit. Listen, no,
It has
give a
nothing to do
damn
with
if
how
you
you
No, because
look.
I know
Nothing.
No, bro. The
Maybe
fuck
I'm
up.
misunderstanding some of these
Yeah, you
inferences.
misunderstand the shit, nigga. I look just like you. We talking about you saying
I'm right.
you saying you're not paying your damn student loan debt. You say you're not gonna pay it at all.
Right? No, I agree.
That's where you fucked
and
up
I
at.
agree
You're
that
not saying because you
I'm
black
gonna
with dreads and all that. I don't give a damn if you got a goal and all that. Yeah. All right, I think.
Oh, that's you muted. Okay, I did. I
My
thought I
bad.
was
Mute you real
like,
quick. I think he just got out. I don't like that. Like, I don't give a damn if you got dreads or what. However you look,
right.
I'm just telling him. I felt that vibe that he think we stereotyping you. No, bro.
Well,
We trying to.
well, I'm saying to you, young grump. See again. See the way they go to other things. This is what you're going to have to get used to. When you become debt free, you're going to have to ignore that stuff. You're going to have to. They're going to bring in color, politics, race, where you live, how you grew up, how your child, your mom, your dad, everything. It just has nothing to do with that. But that's important to keep slaves confused and in debt. That's important.
Facts, Sal's HQ. Looks don't matter in math. You're right about that. Math don't care about how you feel. It don't care like what color you is. It don't care about none of that. It just math. 1 + 1 is 2. Okay.
That's it. Like right now, we're speaking earlier about the PPP loans. Man, you have no idea how many slaves they're making with that. They're creating thousands of slaves. You see them on social media. Have you been seeing? Have you been watching that stuff? They're putting all the stuff out there for the prosecution. Done. And you guys imagine having student loans and PPP fraud. You are a slave until you're dead. That's it. Done.
So y'all hear y'all kind of get us what he's saying. You're done. So I think people gotta realize that 3 - 5 is not 0, it's -2. So what he's saying, to be honest, like overall, I know this is kind of like, but it's educational. Overall, this is a brother of ours, SavingsMinusDebt. He helped saving me, and he's going to help save many of y'all because he don't want us to be his age and just come to realization that you are a slave and you are in debt. That's what he's trying to say. It's not to be honest, from the information we know right now on this channel, it should not be no reason when you become his, first of all, age don't mean nothing, but when you come his age, it's not the reason that you got student loan debt older than your kids. No damn excuses. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame them. There's no excuses right there. That's all he's saying. And it's just trying to help y'all. That's all.
Just trying, honestly, man, I'm just trying to, I'm glad young brothers like you, young grump, are getting this information. You're going to be a multimillionaire and they're not even going to know how you do it, how you did it. You can turn to them and say just like this, because I trust math. That's why I'm rich. They'll be like, what? What are you talking about? I've invested in myself. What do you mean? I'm not in debt. That means I invested in myself. What does that mean? Because you can, like, those of you guys in the room right now, I'm going to just tell you guys right now, slaves can't see negative numbers. I know that sounds weird, but this is all you got to do. Ask 10 of your friends, hey, what's 5 - 10? See how many give you the correct answer. The answer is -5. See how many of your friends give you the correct answer. The majority of your friends will give 5. That's not true. It's -5. 0 is the only number that doesn't have a duplicate. You ever notice that? There's -1, +1, -2, +2. 0 is all by itself. All slaves forget about 0. They all forget about 0.
That's true. So overall, what he's saying is that people in this channel, and he's going to be on, he got his own channel. I'm going to show y'all his website, is to help me and many of y'all to get to 0, because we had negative. Many of y'all, that slave splaining is like this. What he mean by slave splaining, I wish I could play a clip off his channel.
Well, the simple term is to say things that don't make mathematical sense. That's slave splaining. That's what that is.
Yeah, like I just did earlier. Well, I was like, well, LJ, I got a 780 credit score, and I just put $200 down on this car, and you know I'll drive for 6 months and I sell it, and I don't got to spend the bank money. That slave splitting. I don't make no mathematical sense right there, because all you're doing is just making the bank money. You know what I'm saying? You are.
Well, they don't. You know, when I tried. Okay, this is what I want. I'm gonna do something. I think I did this to you. Remember that trick I did on you in the car? I'm gonna do this for the people. All right. Now, I know you guys heard me say money doesn't exist. Okay. Now, I know this is a concept very difficult for you to get your head around, but I'm gonna mathematically prove to you that money doesn't exist for you if you're in debt, if you have student loans, blah, 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 if you have any kind of debt. All right. Now, the denomination of the money I'm gonna show you doesn't really matter. Just pull out money, but I'm gonna use a 20 because most of you guys have a 20. Pull out a 20 and hold it in your hand. Okay. Then open up the calculator app on your phone. Everybody has a phone. Open up the calculator. I want you to put in 20 minus your car payment and hit equal. $20 minus your car payment equals how much you really have in your hand. Now, here's the dilemma if you're going to stay in the debt matrix or not, okay? You're either going to believe the calculator or you're going to believe you have $20 in your hand, which I know that's hard. $20 minus your car payment, hit equal. You're going to be like, well, the calculator says a big negative number, but I can feel and touch and smell this 20, but the calculator says you don't have a 20 in your hand. So which one are you going to do? You're going to say the calculator's full of shit, which is never wrong, by the way. Math is never, ever, 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 ever wrong, ever. Or you believe the 20. If you believe you have 20, you will remain in the debt matrix until you're dead, okay? Because you believe money exists, and it doesn't. For you. For me, it does. Now, put it this way. Now, I take that same 20 out of your hand. Imagine that I'm holding it now. Now, I'm going to do the same calculation. $20 minus no car payment equals $20. I have $20. I hand it back to you, and you say $20 minus your car payment, poof, it's gone. You give it back. $20 minus zero, no car payment, equals $20. Do you understand? Do you see?
I like that. I like that. Appreciate you for doing that. We definitely need that. And he running from the people. He running from the people he owe. I mean, we just it's simple, but it's very genius of who did it. You know what I'm saying? But it's math. But
he said, you know what he's saying? This is what he's saying without saying. I'm about to be a slave on the run. That's what he's saying. He don't know he's saying that. He don't know. Hey, then they're gonna send out the bloodhounds, the bill collectors. They're gonna go get him. He think he's gonna get away from student loan debt. He really believes that. Nobody gets away from student loan debt. That's how they make slaves.
Hold on, what are you saying, Muskie? I forgot. Muskie is he's young, so motherfuckers just can't control themselves like in anything else. Every motherfucker know when they owe you some money, unless they just don't give a fuck. Money grants you desires. Desires are everything. That was a philosophical quote by Young Muskie, you know, on page 12 of his future book.
Oh, okay.
There it is, Casino. Appreciate you, Casino. It's all love, man. Jordan, I had wanted you to hop on here, but you obviously talking in the comments. Sierra, you right. Only for business credit, not personal credit. We talking personal credit. I can't come to LJ and be like, how can I have assets and all that if I ain't out of debt first? That just don't make mathematical sense. That's all. But I mean, LJ, you still got time? Like, what you want to?
Oh yeah, man. I'm. Anybody want to ask? I'm here to help, man.
Okay.
You know, I love what I do. So
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
This is my business. This is like I help people become to own themselves. Look at my business as I help you own you.
I wanted to he said I don't know how to be on YouTube. Hey, first of all, Jordan, click in the chat. I'm gonna copy the link and I'm gonna send it back up here. Shouts out to Casino for you know, taking the initiative to come up here. We appreciate you, even though you know we greatly appreciate that though. I see where OG coming from, but you can literally become rich off the bank's money with the right. Yeah,
that's true.
In business, that's true. Yeah. That's true. That is true.
That's true. In business, yeah. I'm not against mortgages. I'm not against I'm not against business loans. I'm not against that.
You're right.
But I'm just here to tell people that it doesn't take 30 years to pay off a house. That's a lie. That's a trick. That's a program for the slaves. Look, okay, I'm going to give you guys another example to show you that you don't own yourself. Okay, and I'm here to help you understand that. There's 7 days in a week. Your job owns 5 of those days. You maybe own 2. That should tell you right there that you don't even own you. You don't even own you. If Monday through Friday belong to your employer and maybe Saturday and Sunday belong to you, by default, you don't own you.
That's facts right there. That's facts. Like I'm on your YouTube channel right now, and I'm trying to find a clip real quick so you can like really understand what you're getting at right here, especially about this job thing. So give me 1 second, real quick. I'm gonna take all right audio and go on TSA. Boom. Okay, so pay attention, y'all, real quick.
You are in debt. Remember the government shutdown? Remember that? They had TSA agents working for free for over a month. Check it out. It wills. If that's not right in your face, they had TSA agents working for free for over a month. That's slavery right in your face. They tell you, hey, we're going through something. We're going to stop all the money, but check it out. You're going to work until we figure it out, slave. That is, man.
I like that video, man. You did a good job on that one. I like that.
Appreciate that. Yeah, but I hopefully that builds some understanding for people in here, about what's going on. Like y'all, that was from a while back when the pandemic had hit. They had said they let TSA they work for what was it, a month straight without pay?
A month.
Yep. So they said, you seen the video, we're gonna let y'all. So overall, it's really about your time. It's really getting out of debt with the money. It's out so you can have time at your job.
Well, once you realize, that's when I realized it was time. Once I got it, I didn't know I was a slave until I got out of debt. Once I got out of debt, that means I owned my time. That's why I didn't know, because it's so crazy. Like when I was in debt, I already know I was going to be dead one day, right? Everybody knows they're going to die. So by default, it's time. But for some reason, when I was in debt, I forgot. I don't know. I can't really, it's weird to think about now. But now that I'm here, it's like, oh man, I'm going to be dead one day. Okay, I'm free to do whatever I want to do. That's all I do. And I help people, other people do that. Once you understand time, your whole life is going to change. If you don't work at jobs you hate, you won't take shit from bosses or from coworkers or managers. You won't be treated like crap anywhere. You won't let people waste your time. You won't do that. You won't, especially work at jobs you hate. You won't do that. You won't do that anymore. Those days are done. Those days are done.
And tell them about you mind sharing how you had a job and how it took over, like the money you made, and how you still wasn't clicking in your head that you was unconscious slave and everything, and how it took up your time.
Well,
and how
I'll tell people how I woke up. Okay. So you guys understand that I didn't wake up till, I'm 51 now. I didn't wake up till age 40. Okay. I was a 6-figure computer engineer earning slave. All right. My last job, I was making $160,000 a year. Now, I'm not saying that to brag. Okay. Because I don't want you guys to think that's a lot of money. Okay. Once you get out of debt, you'll clearly see that 6 figures is not a lot of money. Okay. We'll get out of debt first and you'll see. Right now, I had good credit, college educated, kept my student loan for 10 years before I paid them off. All right. That's college educated right here. 10 years. I passed math too. Right. Now, this is what woke me up. I went to the bank to get another loan. Okay. Now, up to this point, I never got turned down for any loans I got. Never got turned down. Always kept my credit good. But this time they said no. And I said, whoa, where'd that come from? And now I was like, they said your debt to income ratio was too high. And I was like, what's that? What's the debt? I didn't know what DTI was. So I went to look it up. Long story short means I made this much money, but I owed this much money. That's what that means. Now I went to look up the definition for DTI, and it said what I just told you, basically, right? But this is what I thought. This is what woke me up. Wait a minute. I made all my payments on time. I had a good job, many years on the job, excellent credit, but following all their rules is what got me in that much debt. I was in the hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of debt, hundreds of thousands. I said, by following the rules is what got me into that much debt. Something didn't make any sense to me right there. I was like, what? By following the rules, I'm in debt. Now you're telling me no? I was like, nah, something didn't calculate. And then I came across Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey basically said just like this: take the math that you learned in grades, take the arithmetic that you learned in grade school and apply it to your finances, and you'll win with money. And that's what I did. Now I'm free. I didn't know I was a slave until I got out of debt. And voila, SMD's born. Now, as you guys can see the way I'm talking right now, I've been out of the debt matrix for a very long time. So I have a very low tolerance for slaves. That's why I talk the way I talk, because I don't really have time to hear the slaves explaining mumbo jumbo that don't make any mathematical sense. It's irritating. But this is what I love to do. And you will be the same way. Once you understand what I do for clients, you will be the exact same way as me. You won't care how they feel about how I sound or to offend them. You'll just say at the end of every sentence, is my math right? And the answer will be yes, right? And that's it.
You see, this is the reprogramming he's telling y'all. Notice he has not, I don't know if he was in debt saying this, but notice when he's debt free, he didn't say nothing about politics, the damn white man holding him back. He ain't said nothing about, I'm using good credit, I'm using good debt. He ain't said nothing about, let me take my money, or I'm always working late. He never said nothing about his feelings. He just has specifically talk about math, if y'all get what we're saying. Yeah. Makes sense, but I mean, it's crazy when people be like, you made that much a year. Like, it don't matter about that. It's a matter if you still got that student loan debt or if you got debt in general, though. That's what he's
trying to say. And you know, so crazy, like when you go on these relationship channels, they always talk about a high value 6-figure earner. That don't mean who, you know why they say 6 figures all the time? You know why they always say 6 figures? Because they believe that's a lot of money. That's why they always say 6 figures. Oh, if you make 6 figures, you're this, you're high value. According to who? Who are you talking about? I bet you if I asked Jeff Bezos, hey, do you think 6 figures is a lot of money? He'd probably laugh. He'd probably say, go into the ashtray of my car and go get 6 figures. Go look under the seat, under the floor mat. Yeah, grab that. That's your 6 figures. 6 figures is not a lot of money at all.
But you see how society, y'all in the chat, you see how society is like program us to easily go to how we feel and do semantics when we try and conduct math, or make it seem like 6 figures. Oh, that's the ideal thing. 6 figures. I have the American dream. But what you said about the American dream, though, SavingsMinusDebt,
they're not lying to you. Okay, they're telling, none of this is hidden. What I'm saying, to live the American dream, you must be asleep. Like if you're dreaming, they say American dream. All I know is that if you're dreaming, you have to be asleep. So if you believe you are a homeowner with a 30-year mortgage, you are dreaming. All you got to do is open up the calculator, put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance and hit equal. It will say you are dreaming because it's in a negative. If it's not mathematically true, you are living the American dream. You're living according to plan.
Yeah, in order for you to dream, you must sleep.
You must be asleep. And if you have a 30-year mortgage, if you have an FHA mortgage, you are in a deep coma, deep resuscitated, put electricity through my body, electricity from the sky, dead asleep.
Oh man. But look, it's crazy. That's crazy.
See, look at Casino. That isn't real. He's asleep. See how he's asleep.
That's right. Asleep. That's right. It's not real because you.
Hey, Casino, you're right. That isn't real. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about Casino. It ain't real. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Hey, but when you get off this call, I want you to email the student loan place and say, F you. I ain't paying you shit. Say that. Say it just like that.
Don't try to do that.
They won't even respond to you, probably. They won't respond to you.
He trolling. He trolling y'all.
They just gonna respond to your paycheck for the rest of your life. That's what they're gonna do.
With a lot of fees on the back end too.
And casino, I better not find out you had a PPP loan. I better not find out. I hope you didn't do that.
Speaking of these PPP loans, that's crazy. Like what? Like I saw this meme when they said that. Damn. People ain't good.
Look at Camp God, right? He says, would you invest in 10,000 cash right now? I would invest in cryptocurrency. Sure would.
Sure would.
Let me explain that to you guys so you guys don't understand, those of you guys that are investing in Bitcoin. If you have student loans and you're investing in Bitcoin, you're the Bitcoin. Okay, I want you to understand that. Now, if they didn't break, like Bitcoin's what is it now, young grump? What's it at? 55 right now? 40?
Hold on. I'm gonna get real quick.
Yeah, let's get some exact numbers.
Let's get the exact number. It's $55,572.10.
Let's just say 56,000. Okay, this is rounded up. 56,000. $56,000. Now, if they didn't break the Bitcoin and Bitcoin crumbs, you guys couldn't play, slaves. You guys can't afford a whole coin. So anybody telling you to invest in Bitcoin, you got two questions. Do you got student loans? If they say yes, you better not listen to them. Number two, do you got a whole Bitcoin or do you got a Bitcoin crumb? Because crumbs are for slaves. Because if they didn't break Bitcoin up into crumbs, you guys couldn't play. You guys can't buy a $55,000, $56,000 coin. Bitcoin. If they stopped everybody and said the only people that can play Bitcoin are the people that can afford to buy whole coins, Bitcoin would crash. So they break it up in Bitcoin crumbs. All cryptocurrency, it doesn't matter, okay? All cryptocurrency. If they didn't break it up in crumbs, you guys couldn't play. Do you understand?
Yeah, that's true. That's right. You had to break it up in crumbs. That was a brilliant idea. They had the 0.0001567 of a Bitcoin. You're in the game. Yeah.
They think that. They think they're in the game. They're not. They're not. Now, if I had 10,000 to put in the Bitcoin, which I don't have 10,000 to put in, I have 10,000 but not to put in Bitcoin, okay? But I'm just saying, if I was into all that, right, I would just get a whole Bitcoin. I'll just wait till I hear the student loan payment's going to start back up, and then I'll pull all my money out of Bitcoin just before they say it. Because that's where all the slaves are going to run to. They're like, oh my God, I can't afford these student loans. Oh yeah, I invested in Bitcoin. Wait a minute, it's not there anymore. Nope. Sorry, slave.
Dang. You see, that's game. And he said, if I'm not mistaken, didn't the system, aka the white man, said 6 figures is good money? Yeah, y'all not getting the whole point though. You're not getting the whole point.
What's white got to do with it? Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. And what's good money?
Yeah, what's good money? When people say rich, you know what I turn to the person and say, what is rich to you? Anybody that says that, talk about rich, or when they use words like this, rich, expensive, expensive to who? You can only be talking, when you hear the word somebody say expensive, they can only be talking about themselves. Because somebody could say, wow, that PS5 is expensive. But what if, young grump, what if you got 20,000 in the bank? Is the PS5 going to be expensive to you? No, it's not. Not at all. You just go, bam, done. It's done.
Or I'll wait. No. I'll wait till unconscious slave, wait in line for 4 hours to get it.
Yeah.
And then 3 weeks pass by. Oh, shit, I got to make payments and all that. I go in the marketplace. I'm like, hey, so you selling it for $300? It was $500, right? And let them tell their little story. Oh, yeah, my girl got a kid and all that, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Correct?
Well, see, yeah. See, Camp God, first he says, okay, I own 1,100 shares in Dogecoin and blah, blah, blah. The first thing I need to, before I listen to anybody invest in cryptocurrency, let me see your personal credit report first. Ooh. That's going to tell me if you really did buy 1,100 shares in Dogecoin. Because if I look at your credit report and you got student loan debt, you are the Dogecoin.
You hear that, Camp God?
Dogecoin bought you. You didn't buy Dogecoin. It bought you if you got student loan debt.
Speaking of that, do anybody in this chat know how much debt they're in? The negative, I know negative, like let's say negative 5,000, negative 8,000, negative 40,000. Do anybody in chat know how much debt they're in? Seriously,
Most people don't know. Most don't care. Most don't even care. They don't know. Again, they don't know you can't invest when you're in debt. That's impossible.
Mo
You
facts
can't do
right
it.
there. That's another good brother of us right here. Mo facts come with the facts. Yeah.
You can't invest in anything if you got student loan debt. If you're investing in Bitcoin and you got student loan debt, you are the Bitcoin. You.
Because they're not investing their money. They just let you. It's like you on the hamster wheel. You are the, what was that hamster thing you said?
Most of the slaves know that they're a hamster. They know they're the hamster, but they don't know what the wheel is made of and who powers it. You slaves, by getting in revolving credit, making payments, making car payments, the wheel is created by you. You create the wheel, and the more you finance, the faster it goes. You're chasing the dollar, right? It's spinning so fast, you don't realize the dollar is hanging on a string outside the wheel. It's spinning so fast, you think it's right there. You keep chasing it, but once it slows down, you're going to be like, wait a minute. You mean the money was on the outside of the wheel? Yeah, the whole time. And it's a hologram. It's not even real. It's a hologram that's on the outside of the wheel.
Powerful. Hey, you said I dropped out of high school. OG, all I do is work and save. I don't even have a cell phone in my name. I feel score 720. First of all, you saying that lets me know that you're a high value slave. Okay, 720. You just pretty much telling the banks just label you, gave you a number.
No, okay. Listen to what he's saying. I dropped out of high school, and that's cool because high school that's a myth too. That people make you believe that you go to college, you ain't shit if you don't go to college. That is not true. Not true. I know society make you feel like you ain't shit if you ain't college educated. That's a lie. That's a lie. Put his back up there. What was he? The 721, right? I want to just go through what he's saying.
My bad. Give me a second. All right, right
here.
here.
Yeah. He said all he did. So what he's saying is that it sounds like he's saying that he never uses credit. All he does is work and save. I don't even have a cell phone, right? So that tells me a couple of things. He don't finance phones. So 9 times out of 10, he's debt free because just with the things he's saying, right? Because slaves wouldn't know. If a slave read, I don't even have a cell phone in my name, a slave would think, oh, he must be broke. His credit must be shot. But at the same time, they have a finance cell phone in their hand. You see what I'm saying? So he sounds like he's debt free. So if he invested, he has actual 5,000 to invest in something. See what I'm saying? So you just read what he's saying things that slaves wouldn't say.
I stand corrected. Appreciate you for breaking that down for me.
Yeah, I want you to be able to pick this out when you do shows. You can read what slaves and non-slaves say.
Yeah, appreciate that. Only debt I have is my mortgage. Appreciate you, fast. He says, so you basically saying that if you owe student loan, your money is their money as far as debt. Yeah.
No, I'm saying you have no money. Your money is their money. No, you have no money. That's all you need to know. If you owe student loan debt, you have no money.
I owe $16,000 for a total lease car.
Oh, shit.
Down. All right. Roll over the fuck laughing.
It counts on how deep in debt he is. If he's like, if you don't believe you're gonna pay off if you don't believe you'll pay off your debt in the next 10 years, go file Chapter 7 bankruptcy immediately. You got to be approved for it though. Don't get Chapter 13. Chapter 13 is for slaves. Don't get that.
We're gonna get into that next time. They took the risk when they made the loan. I get you now, my brothers. Yeah, I don't have student loan debt. I'm 8,000 on Dogecoin in 6 days and pulled out. That's what Max Live TV said.
Okay. I mean, if he has no debt, I guess everything he's saying is true. If he has no debt, because he just says student loan debt. If you have any debt, you have no money to invest. Because investing implies that you have extra money to invest.
Whoa, that is very erroneous thinking.
I don't know. He's using very big words. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm about to say I didn't know that. I gotta look that up.
Big word.
Okay, no more listing cryptos. Damn, $16,000. OG uses that Stone Age finance. Oh, here we go. This again. Here we go. This again. They like to bring the age up right here.
I don't know why they bring up age. I
You don't want
don't.
to know what?
Math was here before I was born.
Let me tell y'all something real quick in this chat right here. Let me tell y'all something real serious. We've been programmed to believe that when we in our 50s or 60s that we supposed to be on a scooter. Who told us that lie? Mm-hmm. This brother right here is in his 50s and he's in better shape than most of the people in my age. What the fuck is y'all excuse in this chat? Seriously. I don't want to hear you don't have time. You got time to do everything. This is why I get real serious right here. You know, I go to work, I do network engineering job training, I edit videos, and I come on live right here. I don't complain at a goddamn thing. And I go to the gym. I'm supposed to do that. I have time for that.
Keep doing it.
I remember somebody on AO live said, "Who got the time to do this?" Like they was laughing at me and some shit. I'm like, a slave. Right. Unconscious slave. Let's get real here, y'all.
You see all these rappers dying that's my age right now? You see them dying? Those, when I see it, you'll experience this later, okay? And this is new to me, okay? Because I'm at that age where if you didn't take care of yourself when we were your age, they're dying off at my age. People losing. I have friends that don't even have their teeth. I have all my teeth because I took care of my teeth. All the teeth gone.
Smokers, straight smokers.
Hey, you don't take care of your body, you will be the people you see on TV.
A lot of people in here smoke. A lot of people in here do all these drugs. I'm not the one to judge. I've been all them drugs. I was an addict way back. I don't do none of that shit now. So let's be real here. When it comes to like, we don't hear no damn excuses and none of that. You know what I'm saying? Grump put you out. What the hell that mean? Your health is a commodity. Yeah, Mofax speaking truth. I just want to know why the people who my age, 25 years old, looking like a damn refrigerator, and you got my brother over here, LJ, who's in his mid-50s, got a six-pack and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is, Young Grump? This is what it is. I know this is going to sound weird, but people your age, young people don't know that they're young. They think I'm. You see somebody 50, they say I'm old, but you are new to earth, not me. I've been here 25 years before you. So when you're 25, you're young. So, and they tend to forget that. So youngsters, they do a lot of drinking and drugs. And I'm not saying marijuana because not weed. They always try to put weed in there. Weed has nothing to do with that. Okay, let's make sure that's clear. I'm talking about the hard shit. All right, the shit that kills you. Because I've never seen nobody overdose on weed. All right, never seen that. That's never happened. Right. But anyway, they think that they're gonna live forever. Drinking won't hurt me. Blah blah blah. And then now you're seeing I'm DMX, Black Rob. These are rappers in my time, right? That they were big in my time. Now they're dead. 50's not old. They probably just didn't take care of themselves. And I'm not putting them down, but you gotta remember when you're young and you come into that much money. Thank God I didn't come into that much money when I was young, because I probably would have did the same thing. Now that I'm out, I'm like, oh man, damn. Take care of yourself. You better take care of yourself for real. Take care of your teeth. You better do this right here. Floss, brush every single day. Thank God my mama told me to do that because I wouldn't have no teeth. Half my friends got dentures. They can't smile like this because they're all missing back here. I got all mine. Well, no, I've got one gone. Never mind. I got one gone. Okay. But I still do to this day. Take care of my teeth and my body. You're on the right track. You're on the right track, Grump. Keep doing that.
Hold on real quick. I appreciate it. Hold on real quick. Nice. OG defend the weed. Let's get real here. He's saying weed don't kill you. But I know you not Wiz Khalifa. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people in the chat who love to hear people defend weed. When you smoke weed in the chat, do you pick up a book? Not even to pick up a book. We ain't gonna go that lane. When you smoke weed in the chat, do you even listen to a podcast or a TED Talk or play chess? What do you do when you smoke weed in the chat, Casino? What do you do? Are you Bobby Cash when you smoke weed? Do you read a book from the front inside out and can speak on the hieroglyphics and the ancient Egyptian times and everything? No type.
Let me say this, Young Grump. Okay. For those of you that don't get it, I'm gonna explain it to you. If you are unconscious, weed is not going to help you. You can't. Weed's not going to enhance something that you don't know. Once you own yourself and you smoke weed, it's different. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's different. Do you want to read hieroglyphics? You'll have full focus on hieroglyphics if you own yourself. Don't listen to the negative stereotypes that you hear about marijuana. That shit is not true. That's not true. I didn't smoke weed when I was growing up. Oh man, drugs going to lead to a harder drugs. My mama didn't want it, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, when I got older, now, not even when I was unconscious, I still didn't. And then all of a sudden, because I lived in Washington State where it was legal, start smoking, changed my life, changed it. Unbelievable focus, unbelievable. But you must own yourself. Now, I'm not condoning, hey, go out and smoke weed. I'm just telling you something. Always look at it this way. Can you overdose on weed? Has anybody ever died? Why is weed illegal in the first place? That's weird. What is that? Why? Oh, it was once illegal. Oh, but now it's okay? That's weird.
To be real, I feel what you coming from, SavingsMinusDebt, but I know because from my experience, let me put that down out real quick. From my experiences and from my observations, I grew up with people who been a pothead.
Yes.
Let's be real in the chat. How many of y'all who smoke? Yeah, we on that shit tonight. How many of y'all smoke and y'all do exactly what I do? How many of y'all work like it's 3 of y'all? How many, like, that's what I'm saying. Let's be real. How many of y'all smoke and putting in work? Just because it worked for SavingsMinusDebt or Snoop Dogg, Wiz Khalifa, Bobby Cash, don't mean it worked for you. You gotta be honest with yourself. That's all I'm saying. But he's right. You're not going to overdose on weed and all that. See, is this the trick? We so extreme now. Shouts out to Mo Facts. He said we always the leftists or rightist. We so extreme. There's no nuances and stuff. And we talked. He explained that to me yesterday. Shouts out to him about that. That's all I'm saying. And it's facts. Be honest. Anybody up in here who say they're a pothead, they smoke, come up on the camera, stand up, show yourself. I stand up and show myself. Because I know the laziness. It's not no comparison. It's just straight. Like, you my age, let's be real. Why would I talk about health as well if I'm looking like a sack of potatoes? If you my age now, let's be honest. Why would I talk about doing this? Like, let me stop. I'm going too in, bro. They ain't gonna hear me, bro. They ain't hear me. But SavingsMinusDebt.
No, I get what you're saying, but this is what most people see on TV. This is what people. Oh man, I grew up around people that are potheads. You got to ask yourself, was that person smoking weed a slave?
Oh yeah.
Were they lazy before weed?
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it just don't put those two together. Just because a slave smokes weed doesn't mean it's going to have the same effect on the person that's not a slave that smokes weed.
Okay, exactly. That's the best way.
It's different.
Yeah,
it's different. You know, I wouldn't go buy me an ounce from the store and then hop in my car and drive. I won't do shit like that. That's what probably a pothead, smoking weed in the car and driving. That's no different than drinking, alcohol, pills from prescription, because there's rules, right?
Yes.
You can't go on the street and sell cocaine, right? You can't do that. But you can go to the pharmacy and pick up some drugs because there's rules. The rulers say you can't sell your drugs, but we can sell ours, period. That's how it works.
Let me see somebody real quick. He said, I do more work than anyone I know. So Max Live TV, you a smoker. All right, let me see something real quick.
I put it this way, and I'm not telling you, young grump. I'm not telling you.
Yeah.
But the first time I smoked and worked out, man.
I feel
you have full concentration. All the stuff you hear on TV, those are lies.
Trust me, it's not bad. It's not bad. You're right. That's what I'm saying. You're right. I'm proud of you that's doing that. Max Live TV, please send me a link of your YouTube channel, of your social media, please. Max Live TV. I got to know. That's all we talking about. But I'm very proud of you, SavingsMinusDebt. You're right. Focus, everything. You're right. You don't overdose on marijuana. You debt free. To keep it real, you want to know how extreme I am? I'm so extreme that if you in debt, you should not even be smoking any damn way. That's how extreme I am. Or any type of
drugs. You have no money to buy it anyway.
Any type of drugs.
You had no money.
Talk about
You had no
pills,
money to buy
cocaine, all that
drugs.
shit I've been on. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you had no
That's how
money to buy drugs if you're in debt.
using the bank's money. Who money you using to get it? That's how serious it is now. Let's not come on. Let's not with just little smart remarks and all that. You know,
Oh,
so
wait till
okay, all right.
wait till
Appreciate
it's legal federally. Oh man, if you ain't investing, because they're talking about making it legal federally where they can use credit cards. Put it this way: if once you get a whiff of them saying they're about to approve credit cards to buy weed, you better invest ASAP because that shit's about to shoot through the roof. Because you got to remember, slaves don't have money, but once they approve it for credit cards, oh man, weed stock is going to go through the roof. Through the roof. You better believe it.
It says AO said it best we do stop success and stop pro. Exactly. SavingsMinusDebt, my bad. I gotta show you something. I gotta put you on game with the Big Facts podcast. He been on these lives recently. And the reason why I agree with you on what you're saying and why I be going hard on these smokers is because it's a pattern I've seen over and over again.
I get it.
You see how they justify personal
Right.
credit to get rich and all that, or that they do the same thing with this marijuana thing right here when they might.
What do you mean? Tell me what you mean. Tell me what you mean.
Same thing. So it's like, oh well, I know shit. You could get paid to smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could go ahead and do this and that. Boom, I smoke weed. I go ahead and do whoop. Are you in debt still? And how much debt do you own?
Mm-hmm.
You don't hear none of that. All the damn reminiscing and predicting to do this and predicting to do that and don't do shit, but just eat. And
it's like this. If you, and this is for you, young grump. If somebody's coming on justifying weed, right? You ask them, do you have student loans? If they say yes, that's not the weed smoker I'm talking about. That's a slave smoking weed.
Paycheck to paycheck living, man. I've been that, man. Let's be real.
No different than drinking. No different than drinking. If they're buying alcohol and they've got student loan debt, it's the same thing. I know people forget alcohol was once illegal.
Yeah,
right. It was illegal at one time. Same thing.
Now, don't get it twisted. Now, we ain't going all in on the smokers. Oh, if you're a drinker, that's even worse. Yeah, I can't stand somebody who's a drinker. Be like, man, see, all I do is drink. Like how he said, I drink my beer. Y'all smoking weed and all. Y'all boys, man, I don't even chill with them niggas like that. All I do is drink my beer. But you killing yourself, your kidneys and all that. You know what I'm saying? I can't stand that. I can't stand.
Yeah, I never drank. I remember when I was your age, they tried to get me to drink, and I just didn't do it because I didn't like the way it made me feel. I did it once or twice, right? I had a hangover. I said, why am I forcing then I just stopped. And once I stopped, I had to build a shell to tell all the people around me, no, I don't drink. No, I don't want you to buy me any drinks. No, till they finally just got it. You just got to stick with it.
And be honest now, if when he's saying that, okay, if y'all my age and y'all like in the streets or whatever, y'all in an environment that do those type of things, okay, cool. But if you got people around you who's kind of like peer pressuring you or persuading you to be like, man, go ahead and smoke this drink. Go ahead, pop this. Man, come on, man.
Say no.
This and that. Woo, woo. Get the fuck away from them immediately.
Right.
Get away from them. That I take that extremely disrespectful. That I told you I'm not doing this, but yeah, you still persuading me.
Well, because when you got to tell them, young grump, when somebody does that, this is what's going to make them not do that. You got to look them in the eye and say no, and don't look away. This is important. I know it sounds minor, but it's important. When somebody tries to pressure you on doing something that you don't want to do, you look them directly in the eyes and you say no. Don't look nowhere else. When you tell them no, don't be looking around, sort of down. Just go no.
Then
they'll get it.
He said they'll get it. You can do that, no, but that's the way SavingsMinusDebt telling you. I'm telling you from the street type way. Okay, let's be real. You do that looking in the eyes and all that shit. No, I'm not doing it. And all whoop de whoop. Listen, if you gotta get the fuck away from them, man. Okay, those are fuck niggas. Okay, those people subconsciously want you to stay in their level of complacence. So once you start excelling, they're gonna feel, oh, you changing different. You acting funny. Get away from those people. That's all. If you gotta slap the fuck out of one of them to go ahead. You know, I don't condone violence. I'm just saying. You could do SavingsMinusDebt. Look, no. Be like I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Now you go on with your business. If they try to follow you and all that, defend yourself by all means. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all we saying. Appreciate you, man. I'm just saying. Listen, you can do whatever drug you want. I don't give a goddamn. Do whatever you want. Just don't come over here trying to justify it. And it's like,
Right.
y'all ain't no different than the females who be on Kevin Samuel's show. I seen my girlfriend. She had a high value man, 6 figures. She was engaged. She had 3 kids. She accepted. Nobody, what about you? Don't turn me up tonight, man. Don't turn me up tonight, man. My bad.
No, man, it's you know, once you put it this way, once you own yourself, this is what you're going to do. Okay. Once you own yourself, you follow the rules, you follow the laws, you pay your taxes. Okay. You will understand once you get out of debt, you'll see the true purpose of taxes. Because when you're in debt, you think taxes are bad. Once you get out of debt, you will clearly see taxes are not bad. Taxes can be your friend. Taxes are only bad to slaves, not for people, only for people in debt, not for people that are not in debt. Because when you get out of debt, because at first when I was in debt, I thought taxes were evil. They're the things holding me back. I can't get ahead. They take too much tax out of my check, all this bullshit, right? Once you get out of debt, and once I got out of debt and I saw taxes, I was like, oh shit, that's what that's the purpose of taxes? Yep. None of this, our economy wouldn't work if they didn't force you guys to participate. Taxes are the backbone of the whole economy. If they didn't force us to play, the whole economy would collapse. This is why you can go to prison for tax evasion. You're like, wait a minute, I didn't kill anybody, right? When you see that, it doesn't make any sense. You mean you can go to 20 years for tax evasion? Don't be amazed by the 20 years. Take a step back and say, wait a minute. How come you can go to prison for 20 years? There must be something pretty important there that I can't see. You get out of the debt matrix, you can see it. You're like, oh, that's why. Yes, that's why.
Yeah, I hear what he's saying. That makes mathematical sense what he's saying about the taxes. The taxes is a reason for that. It's in the benefit once you get out the debt matrix. But in order for you to get out the debt matrix, you gotta want to get out of it. So this goes back to your personal hobbies or bad habits or whatever the hell you got going on. You gotta, like, I'm still working on it. You gotta get the heck, like, focus on getting out of that negative to zero. That's all. That's all. That's how.
And when you like, and I'm listening to you, young Grump, as your mind elevates, you're going to naturally remove people that are not on the same vibration as you. It just naturally happens. You're just not going to be. And once you get here, that's not going to be a problem. You're going to be like, hey, we can't hang out no more. Why? I don't feel like explaining it to you.
Hey,
and then you just leave.
You right, SavingsMinusDebt. I'm gonna go ahead and get you right. That's for the people in the chat, because right now I don't hang out with nobody. I don't pull up on nobody. That's the point. I don't go out to no parties. I don't do nothing. People in this chat know. I feel what you're saying, SavingsMinusDebt. I'm 25 years old. What the hell? I look like I need to have fun. I don't own shit yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, this
I'm
is
not
how
saying
serious
don't have
it
fun.
gets.
Hey, whoa, back up.
I'm having
I don't
fun
want you to not
now.
have fun at 25. Okay, let's make sure that's clear.
Let's correct that.
Enjoy your life, because you ain't gonna be 25 again. Do your thing,
right.
But make sure you don't do something that's gonna keep you here at 20. Remind you every day for the rest of your life that what you did at 25, like break the law. See what I'm saying? Go to prison, become a felon, stuff like that. Don't do that.
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yo, what's up, Nike? What's up,
What's going on, fellas? I just want to say, bro, what bro talking about is just like some real shit, bro. Like, we need to be hearing like stuff like this, young people, you know what I'm saying? Because like myself, I was caught up, I was a slave, you know what I'm saying? But right now I just got a year left of this car note, you know what I'm saying? That's it. But I had a quick question. I was gonna say, like, what's your thoughts on like how should you purchase a house then? Like, should it be straight cash? Or should you do the mortgage, but just like a 10-year mortgage or a 15? So like, what's your thoughts on that?
Okay, so now I'm gonna say this in a way so you can hear what you asked me. Okay.
Yeah.
You said what's the best way to buy a house, right? Yeah. First of all, there's only one way to buy a house. That's cash. There's only one way. There is no other way to buy a house. No way. Nothing. Only cash. Okay. Anything outside of that is called financing. Okay. That's a mortgage. Now, what type of mortgage, right? This is what I want you to do. Look up the biggest bank in your city. Whoever the biggest bank is in your city or town or whatever. You walk into the bank and you say, "Hey, bank, what's the absolute best mortgage you guys have to offer at this bank? They're going to say, oh, it's this one. And here's the requirements. You're going to take the requirement and you're going to go down the list. If you don't meet the requirements, you leave the bank and you don't come back until you do. Because the only mortgage you accept is the best one in the United States of America and nothing less. Nothing. If they say, hey, how about this FHA mortgage? I didn't say that mortgage. I said the best mortgage. And they say, okay, well, here's the requirements. Don't come back until you do. And then if you don't meet the requirements, you're not ready to buy a house. Or finance a house, excuse me. Finance a house.
Yeah, see, I hear that, right?
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Let's go.
Always listen to how people talk. When they say buy, if you hear somebody say, hey man, I just bought my house, you turn to them and say, did you pay cash? If they say no, they don't know what they're saying. They use the wrong word.
Man.
Okay? But they don't know that they're saying it. That's for you to say in your head, oh, they don't know, they didn't buy it.
Or tell them how much their phone costs. Like if they be like, I just bought a phone, be like, how much it costs?
Yeah, this is how you do. If you want to know if somebody got money, okay? People with money don't finance phones, all right? Let me just state that right off the bat. People with money don't finance a cell phone, okay? Don't do that. That says a very bad thing. So if you want to know if somebody has money, you just go, hey, man, is that the new iPhone? They're going to be like, yeah, man, it's the new iPhone 12 Max bullshit, right? And then they always brag about it, right? Yeah, yeah. And then you say, how much was it? And then if they turn to you and say, I don't know, never mind. They just financed it. Because if you paid $1,700 for a phone and I asked you how much that phone cost, you would turn to me and say $1,700.
Yeah.
You wouldn't go like this. I think it was no, you would say 1,700. There would be no mistake. But if they financed a phone, you don't want to take financial information from financial info from them because they finance a cell phone. Only slaves finance phones.
Okay. And that's been my way of thinking like that. Like my mom convinced me to get this damn car now, because I bought a car cash and I got burnt on it. And I just needed a car ASAP. So she convinced me to get this one. But that's like my family. That's what they said. My mom finances phones. When she tells me, I tell her like, Mom, why don't you just buy cash and just keep it for like 3 or 4 years and then buy you another one,
Because she doesn't know. Because she doesn't know. She's part of the program. She don't know. You didn't know that you did it right the first time, but you didn't know that you just did it wrong with cash. This is what you need to do the next time you have cash. There's a whole bunch of slaves out there ready to get out from under their car payments. All you got to do is pick out the car you want. You call them up and say, hey, man, why are you selling your car? Then you listen to their slave story. Oh, I lost my job. I got a divorce. Blah, 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 whatever. You don't really care about that. You say, how much you want for the car? Oh, I want 10,000. You say, I have 7. I have 6 cash. Then they're going to take it. Okay.
Definitely.
They're not going to say no. They're going to take it because they have no money, right?
Yeah.
You buy the car. That means you bought the car under Blue Book. That means you bought it for less than what it's worth. You drive it for a few years, and then you sell it at Blue Book. That means you drove the car for free. You see what I'm saying? That makes sense?
Get you. Yeah, I get you. Okay, so like the car worth 10. You go up to them and let's say you give them 6,500 cash.
Correct.
You drive it for about 3 years, and then let's say on Blue Book,
say like you want to upgrade
it for about 6 or even
you
5.
Sell it at Blue Book value. You sell it at Blue Book value. That means you drove the car for free for 3 years.
Yeah.
And then when you're ready to upgrade, you just do the same thing. Oh man, I'm looking for that new Benz. Then you pick out the one you want. You call them up. Hey man, why are you selling your car? Oh man, I got a divorce. Okay, the worse the story, the better the slave. Then you come to them and say, I got half. And you show it to them. I got half. And they're gonna take it. As long as you stay out of credit and you always have money, the price of cars will never apply to you. Never when you buy, only when you sell.
Got you.
You did it right the first time by buying your car cash, but you just didn't know. You didn't have anybody around you to say, hey, Nike, you did it right. That's exactly how you're supposed to do it. But you had nobody to tell you that. Never again finance anything that goes down in value. That makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, that's why the only question, because I've been thinking like that really this whole time. Like, I really don't want to finance shit. That's the only question I had was the house, and you answered that perfect. So really, I'm set now. I'm just trying to save a little money because I didn't go to college. I'm 25. I didn't go to college or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I started off working bullshit jobs at Wendy's, and you know, I didn't just figure out my way to make about 3,000, 3,500 now a month. You know, and I just save about. I try to save about 500 a month right now, and just.
Is your car your only debt?
Yeah, the car is the only thing. I got a year left.
And how old are you?
And how old are you? 25.
Oh, shit, man. Pay that car off. Don't worry about anything else right now. Pay that car off. Pay it off. Just sell it. Pay it. Sell it. Do whatever. Just get from under it. And never. I know you won't probably don't understand right now. If you never finance anything again, you will be rich by default. While there are millions. Now listen to what I'm saying, so you can get it. There are millions of people in student loan debt. That has nothing to do with me and you. There are millions of people in credit card debt. That has nothing to do with me and you. Nothing. That's none of our business. There are millions of people in car loan debt. You are part of that. Once you pay your car off, you're out of that. See what I'm saying? So while they're making car payments every month, you're like, put it this way, whatever your car payment is now, once you pay your car off, that money goes into your bank account every single month. Your money's going to stack so fast that you ain't going to be able to tell anybody. You have to keep it to yourself. Don't tell nobody. Because a slave will say, since you ain't got no bills, you can loan me money. You better keep continuing to pretend that you're broke just like them. Oh, man, collectors, I got bill pay. Oh, yeah, man, I got student loan payments. Oh, yeah, I got car payments. You got to keep pretending so they won't ask you for money. At your age, right? But once you get my age, you'll just say, no, slave, I ain't letting you borrow no money.
Nah, that's facts. So I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I still act broke. I still hit my mom. I'm like, hey, mom, you got $20 I can borrow?
You know why you're asking? Because you got car payments. Because you got car payments.
I still ask my homeboys, hey, you got something I can hold? I know I'm good. I just be trying to test them.
Right. And I'm saying to you is that the reason why you're asking to borrow money because you got car payments.
Yeah. No, I'm good. I'll just be testing them though. I still act broke.
You know what? This is what I'm saying. This is what I say to you. If you came to me and said, hey, man, can I borrow $50 till payday? You know what I would say to you? If you teach me how to make $50 last for 2 weeks, I'll give you the money. Teach me how to make $50 last for 2 weeks and you can have it.
I ain't gonna lie. I really could show somebody how to really. Hey, if you sit your ass down, you can make $50 last. But about a year or two ago, I was doing it, making $40 stretch for 2 weeks. Shit.
Get out of debt. Listen. Get out of debt.
What Grump was saying,
get out of debt and keep that same attitude. Don't lose it.
Oh, definitely.
And you'll be rich.
To add on to what Grump said, I'm not gonna lie. About 2 years ago, bro, I was one of them dudes spending all my money on weed. Like, I didn't been there. I didn't did that shit. Fucking like all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? People gotta be realistic with themselves. I still smoke now, but I'm realistic with myself. I portion my shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried all day about getting high. I'm not worried all day about getting pussy. The only thing I'm worried about is stacking money. That's it.
You said you still smoke now? You said you still smoke now?
Yeah, I still smoke now.
That's why. That's what now listen to me. Listen what I'm saying. According to the laws of mathematics, you can't buy weed and make car payments at the same time. That's impossible.
No, trust me, I'm listening. I'm listening to what you're saying. And I'm definitely like, this shit is rearranging my mind. Like, probably the next 6 months, I'm trying to save all the money I can. I got money. I'm really thinking, all right, I got about 6 or 7 saved.
How much you got saved right now? How much you got saved right now?
Towards my car.
Oh boy.
How much you got saved right
what?
now? How much you got saved right now?
About about 6,300. Around
How much?
6,000.
How much? What's the balance on your car? What you owe left?
About 8. About 8. Around 8,000.
Are you guessing?
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Okay, so I want you to put in 6,300 minus 8,000 equal how much money you have in the bank. How much that equals how much money you got saved. So 6,300
that's 17.
minus 8,000. 78. That's how much money
like
you have in the
1,700.
bank. That's how much money you have in the bank.
Mm.
You don't have 6,300 in the bank.
Yeah. Mm.
You can't save money and have a car note. That's impossible. So that money that you think is in the bank, it's not there. You just think it's there. It's not there. That's why you're borrowing. That's why you're borrowing money.
Basically, or should I look at it as I'm 1,700 away from being a slave?
Correct. You're exactly right. That's exactly right. But are you gonna do it?
Hell yeah! You changing my damn mind. I'm not gonna lie. The way you go,
okay,
you got me fired up. No bullshit. Like
you're right. Let me tell you something right there. What you just said. What you just said.
I'm not gonna lie.
What you just said. Slaves don't say that. I want you to understand something. By you saying you're 1,700 away from freedom, you're almost there. Because slaves don't say that. They don't know that. What you just said. I want to make sure it's clear so you get it. They don't know. They wouldn't say, hey, I'm 1,700 away from freedom. They don't know that. You know that. But are you going to do it? You going to take that 6,300 and drop it on that car?
That's what I was about to say. Jesus, that's man, that's hard right now. That's hard right now, man.
See how you say it's hard because you think you have 60. It's hard because you think you have 6,300. You don't.
I know, man.
So which one are you going to believe? Math or the pretend money that you have in your account? Which one are you going to believe?
I'm definitely gonna believe the math. You definitely gotta go. Math is never wrong. So
all right.
Shit,
you're 17. You're 1,700. Let me tell you, let's put it in perspective. You are $1,700 away from freedom. Okay. I have clients that are 150,000 away from freedom. They would trade to be in your place in 5 seconds. 5 seconds. You're 1,700. They're 150,000. You're $1,700 away from owning yourself. You don't even own yourself. You still owe $1,700. You don't even own you. You don't own that car. That car owns you. You're just driving it.
That's right. That's right. No lies.
You're this close. All you gotta do is just cross over. All you got, you're there. You're right there. You see the light. The light's there. You just told me. I know you know because you just told me something slaves don't know to say. You just told me. You're right there, man. At 25, I wish I could step in your body. Oh, man, I'd be unstoppable. 25, oh, man, I'd kill the game.
I'm just have to make that sacrifice then.
Shit. Hey, listen, bro. Nobody ain't forcing you to do nothing.
No,
you gotta know yourself.
Definitely. But I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, you gotta know yourself.
I'm not gonna put the whole 6 right now, but I'm definitely about to. I have about close to a year, 2-3 months, but I'm about to try to knock out this car in 6 months. That's my goal. I'm thinking about 6 months.
All right.
Knock it out by the end of the year, and hopefully start the new year fresh off. No debt. Still got good mileage on the car. Still under 100,000 miles. So, I can still.
Hey, when you put it this way, here's another thing that you're saying. Oh man, this car has 100,000 miles. Blah blah blah. Who cares? When you got money, if the engine goes, guess what you just do? You just go buy and put another one in it. Hey, put a brand new one in it. I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Whatever. How much it cost? 6,000, 5,000? I don't care. Put it in there. I'm gonna go another 100,000. $5,000 for another 100,000 miles. Put another engine in there.
You hear that? And real talk, I'm saying that we enforcing because I know from, let's say you put your money in, I know how it is when people who smoke and they go through withdrawal, any type of drug, especially with weed. Where I'm from, we call it like the green crack because people get frustrated, they get real tired, they get, it's you cold turkey and something. The my cold turkey drugs is when went right into the military, and I had to. You know what I'm saying? So that's something serious that you gotta do some self evaluation on. Don't listen to your body's different to everybody. Don't listen to somebody else like, well, I'm just gonna go crazy. Only you know what you could do, but just work on yourself every day. That's all I can say though.
Yeah, definitely with that weed. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them people. Shit, bro.
Stop buying weed when you ain't got no money. Stop doing that,
bro. Like I always worked a little job, make sure I had money. Can y'all see?
I feel
you're gonna stop all that. I quit 100.
As
soon as I got out of debt, I quit my job and I was making 160,000 a year. What's up, Mikey?
All right, Wagwan. So I just want to come in real quick and ask him, the brother Nike speaking, because he seems to be on the right track. So I want to ask him. All right, so he's in the negative with this car payment.
Hey, can y'all hear me? It's like it's making a weird sound on my phone. I don't know if it's messing up the show or nothing. Can y'all hear me?
Is this casino?
Yeah, that might be me because it's making a weird noise on my phone right now.
No, that's hyphy. That's not casino.
Okay.
No, he's part of SMD. So no, he's not. That's not casino.
Okay.
All right. So I was saying, okay, so Nike, he seemed to be on the right path because he's focused on paying this car payment down. But I think he just felt the pain of taking his savings, or what he thinks is his savings of $6,300, and putting it all towards that car payment. So I want to ask you, Nike, do you realize, okay, if you look at your loan that you got on that car, you'll see the interest, however it compounds. It might be daily, it might be weekly, it might be monthly. But do you know that?
Yeah.
All right, so you do realize then, the longer you have that car payment, the more it's going to compound. So that's going to be more money that you got to pay.
Yeah, it just be like, man, with the way the brother just really broke it down, just really opened my eyes. But before this conversation, it's really, you just don't want to give that money up. You feel like you saved, you feel like you made so much progress. In your head, you telling yourself that you just making all this progress, that you're doing better. But in reality, you know that I know that I could be doing better. I know I'm on the right path, but I know I could be doing better. But it's so hard, you know what I'm saying? Especially when I remember having nothing in my bank account. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just don't want to go back to that. Just, just not having nothing.
Well, let me tell you, because if you've been disciplined enough to save up that money, but you do realize, because you said you want to pay off the car payment, so you do realize it don't matter how much you have in your account. That's the bank's money that you just holding on to, right?
Yeah.
All right. So once again, if you want to hold on to that money right now, you could pay them that amount now, or you could pay them even more later. So which one you want to do?
Definitely, man. I'm not gonna just say I'm about to knock it all out right now, but I'm definitely about to. I'm not about to wait a whole another year. I just can't, man. I just can't really get.
Hey, Nike.
Right,
you know why you doing that, man? Because you think you have $6,300 in the bank. That's why it's hard. Because you think it's there. It's not there.
Bro, it's hard.
That's a program, though. I'm just telling you, that's a program. But
yeah.
I mean, hey, man, if you want to be a slave to the end of the year, it's totally up to you. I mean, you're so close, but what you're really saying is that, man, it's hard not to be a slave, man. Okay, I tell you what, I'm gonna be a slave just all the way to the end of the year, and then I'll be good, right?
But probably I'm gonna play devil's advocate, SavingsMinusDebt. You gotta understand that he smokes sometimes. So some people, when they cold turkey something, it might waken the beast within them. they gotta slowly take phases off or something. You know, some people stop doing something, a habit, and be good. That's what I'm saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate. What do you think?
I ain't hear what you said. I ain't hear my
I mean, all I hear is I want to be a slave. I mean, regardless of the circumstances, you're choosing to be a slave. You can't buy weed. You ain't got no money. You can't buy weed. The people that buy weed with no money are no different than people buying cryptocurrency with no money. It doesn't matter. I mean, whatever. You know.
You're right. That's what I'm saying. But that's true. He want to be a slave, but it's like the processes of quitting the addiction. So, and I realize a pattern when it comes to weed. Like some people have their own ways of slowly getting off and stopping for it.
Can you be addicted?
Yeah,
can you be addicted to weed?
Lie,
I didn't know you. Can you be addicted to weed? I didn't know if you could. Can you?
Yeah, people. Yeah, what are you talking about, SavingsMinusDebt? Yes, it's bad. It's addiction. It's like people. I seen people get frustrated, like asking random people for damn. Hey, you ain't got a gram on you? Shit, what allow that, man? Fuck. Like that. Like it gets real crack.
No, I mean, if they stop smoking, would their body go through withdrawals like heroin?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I didn't know that.
You might smoke SavingsMinusDebt.
Huh?
All right, so Nike.
I say you ain't a smoker like that, SavingsMinusDebt probably.
You said what up?
All right, so
go ahead. My bad.
To me, if you save 6,300, you show great discipline as far as saving money. So don't you think after you knock out this car payment, you could do that again?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
Good point.
I can, but it's just like shit, bro. Like I just don't want to see it leave. You know, like I just don't want to see it leave.
It's not there, Nike. You know? It's not there. And Hyphy's correct. You're saying you're doing a lot of things that you're this close because slaves don't have 6,300 in their bank account. He pointed that out. That's a very good point. Slaves don't have 6,300. Slaves don't say I'm 1,700 away from freedom. You're right here. Ooh, you're so close. You are so close.
Man. Like I said, I might have to marinate on it a little bit longer, man. I might have to marinate. I might have to think about it a little bit longer. I can't give it all up. I'm definitely gonna give it up a night. I'll probably throw half at it right now, but I can't give it all up. I fuck it. I'm a slave to the end of the year.
Hey, Knight. Yeah. Hey, Knight. Pretend I'm the bank. Okay, pretend I'm the bank that's holding your loan. Hey, man, that's a great idea. Don't pay it off right now, man. Do whatever you're gonna do with the 6,300. Don't worry about that, man. Just keep making the payments, man. Don't listen to LJ. Don't listen to him. Don't let go. Don't get off on that money. Keep making those payments. They want you not to do that.
You understand what he's saying, right?
No, I get what he's saying. I definitely.
All right, so I think I'm sorry, go ahead. Nike, I just think you need to maybe just take some time and maybe find some confidence in yourself, because once again, if you've put away 6,300, you show discipline. And that's what LJ is saying. You like right there, you almost there. You just need like one more step to finally be in, but you showed the discipline to save 6,300. So I just want you to think about it. If you could do that again after you knock out the car payment, imagine how good that 6,300 will feel knowing you don't got to give it to anybody.
That's true.
And I say this,
man, like man, that money that I'm thinking there, that's not really there. It's got a hold of me, man.
Oh, Nike, I can't really hear you,
me, man.
Yeah,
that comfortability.
Yeah, his mic is really low, young Grump. His mic is really low.
Your mic, I'm about to say, I'm about to say it's one thing to you, though, Nike. I'm gonna say it's one thing. It's good. It sounds good. It's right. These brothers right here, SavingsMinusDebt and Hyphy, they on point. It sounds good, but it's like at the end of the day, you could take the advice, but when you cold turkey something, or when you, however you, I'm not telling you what to do, but at the end of the day, it's you by yourself. You get what I'm saying? So you see this right here, like it's easy to tell somebody else what to do if they ain't doing it. Like stop smoking weed, you will get it together. That is true, but you know those lonely nights. You know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? You know how important it is to you, how much you want it. That's all. That's all I gotta say. If I make sense.
For sure.
What I'm saying is that I know
Yeah,
this is
bro.
not no walk in the park. I know this ain't no damn. Oh yeah, you right. Sometimes that right. I got to stop smoking weed. Boom, $63. Okay, cool. Piece of cake. Now you know what time it is. You know the damn pulling teeth part and everything, and the reprogramming your brain and all that. You know how serious it is. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts, bro. Y'all telling me some real shit. Like, I just gotta, man. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think. I gotta think about it, bro. I'm thinking hard. Just stopping smoking weed fully. It's like, nah, he not telling me what to do, bro. But to stop smoking weed fully, I know I can't do that. I already tried several times. You know, like
Bro, I'm gonna be
I can't.
I'm
I'm
gonna be
not gonna say
honest
I
with
can't.
you.
I have, but it's like I gotta make sure I just have my blunt when I get off of work. It's like, you know, I used to be multiple blunts in the morning, wake up, on break, after break, before I eat. I used to do all that shit, you know, but now it's just strictly when I get off of work, I gotta have me my little one, and then I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? And shit, no females. I ain't even messing with no females and nothing like that. I don't got time to be taking women out on dates and all that right now, you know. So I did that 2-3 years ago. I'm past that, you know. I'm really sticking to myself, and I just you know, I'm just trying to push
Hey,
forward.
Nike, don't worry about the smoking of weed. This is what I want you to realize, okay? Each time you do smoke, I want you to look in the mirror and say, I'm a slave smoking weed. Every time you take a puff, okay? Every time you take a puff, you say, I'm just a slave smoking weed.
LJ, I feel you say that's true, but I'm be honest with you, man. I know that sounds
Hey,
good,
yo,
but it's not
I'm
gonna work.
I appreciate y'all. My phone with the speaker acting weird as hell. I barely can hear y'all. So
What'd you say, Young?
I definitely appreciate the talk, bro. Hey,
No
much
problem,
love, bro.
Nike.
All right,
No problem.
peace, bro. I was wanting to tell. Damn, I want to tell this because am I glitching? Y'all hear me?
Now I can. Now you're good.
Yeah, hear me good.
You keep
All right,
going in
my
and
bad.
out, but yeah.
What about now?
Yeah, now you are.
Okay, so like I said, I wanted to tell him personally that I know that brother Nike. I saw him he was on my live last month, and he was a smoker. You know what I'm saying? He's doing good in life. He was a smoker. He came back on live now, and he's still a smoker. You see the pattern right here? It got to be some drastic change for him. It could be pills, coke, it don't matter what drug it is. I know the potency of it. You right, SavingsMinusDebt. You know, if he stopped smoking weed and, you know, he stopped doing this and that, it's perfect. You gave him the blueprint, but the process, I'm telling you. You get what I'm saying, SavingsMinusDebt? You tell me.
I do.
You
I
tell
do.
me,
I get
hey,
it.
okay, that's what I'm saying. But people in the
No,
chat,
I 100% get what you're saying. You are exactly right. I'm just coming from a different angle. You know,
you right,
your
you right.
your your angle is right from the front to say, you know, you need to better yourself. The weed is the last thing you need to be worrying about right now. You know what I'm saying? I get it. That's not, you don't have to have it in your life. It's not good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not good, but you just don't need to. If you ain't got no money, you can't do it. But I see from your perspective too, right? It's just,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. It's just,
You're right. The people we've been in the matrix. People is used to being comfortable. They're not comfortable being uncomfortable. That's what I'm saying.
correct.
So they get hyped, they want that motivation. They be like, oh yes, here's my day. I'm saying I'm gonna get negative 7,000. I'm gonna get to negative 5,000. And then next month you hire them, they be like, oh yeah, I want to go out and woo woo. You get what I'm saying?
I
Like
do.
they hear it, but the shit don't stick. It's like a New Year's resolution. You know,
Right.
the fat people be in the gym for like 2 weeks, and I see it. 2 weeks pass by, and they out the gym. You know, that's what I'm trying
Right.
to say. Because I know
Right.
people from my age, like you experience this, like you do this and you're going to do it. But people my age, oh, I'm gonna do this, and they just go off on the left.
Well,
Right.
see, and those are the same people that drive and smoke. When they go take a
Yeah.
break at work, they
Yeah.
go take a puff. See, those are smokers. Those are potheads. You don't do that in the business world. You don't go out and smoke and drive in your car and stuff like that. You just don't do stuff like that. Those are potheads. Like, wait a minute. You know, if you smoke and you get pulled over, you're gonna go to jail, right? Yeah. Okay, then I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't. No different than drinking and driving. You taking a puff you smoking weed on your break. What you gonna do? Walk? You're gonna smell. The way weed smells to non-smokers. I don't think people that smoke weed, I think they forget how weed smells to non-smokers. It smells like a stinking skunk, right? For people that don't smoke, it smells like a skunk. It's horrible, right? But when you smoke, it doesn't stink.
Exactly.
You don't. They're doing that shit at work. It's like, yeah, you're definitely a pothead for sure.
So that blunt spray, all that other shit, it ain't gonna help. But
what'd you say? Blunt spray? What's that?
Blunt spray. It's
What's
like
that?
It's a spray that you spray to like stop the weed smell.
Oh,
I get it for my car because I like the smell of it, but it's literally if I got it.
Hey, but this is what you do. This is what you do. Like, instead of now you should be the inventor of blunt spray. You want to make some money, young grump? Yeah. Make up blunt spray for potheads that refuse to accept that you can't be smoking driving in the car or smoking at work. You make your money off of that. Invent some blunt spray.
You're right.
Straight up.
And it's funny, but it's dead. It's funny and serious at the same time because you're right. Like, we fail to realize how complacent and how undisciplined we become when we doing something. Like, that goes for we on break and we getting our little whiskey glass, we over there taking a little shot of damn tequila or Ciroc or whatever the hell you drink, and you go right back to work. Like,
that's crazy. See, that's my generation. Bananas to me.
That's my generation. Or you stressed out, man. Fuck, you pop this damn Adderall and Xanax, and you go right back to work.
See, when I think about smoking a blunt and then hopping in a car and drive, that sounds like insanity to me. I would not do that.
But
that would be crazy. Not only just myself, I could possibly kill somebody. I wouldn't. Nah. Weed ain't that good.
I get you saying. This is where, like, how you saying the age difference is this, because you right about that for you, but other people, they see rappers in them, they smoke weed and they driving, and they pour their little double cup with the lean in the damn Molly, and they doing that while driving. They said that helps them drive better. You know what I'm saying? For some of them, you know what I'm saying?
This is what I don't get. If you get pulled over for smoking, how are you gonna get that smell out of your car before the cop walks up to the window? I don't get it. I don't get
the blunt spray. Yeah, AC.
Come on, man.
Defrost.
There's no spray in the world that fast. There's no way.
It'd be potent too. It's like oil spray, kind of.
That's insanity, man. But that's how the state makes money for people that believe that they can do that. That's how they make money.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So going back to, like, shouts out to Nike. Shouts out to that, bro. He understands what you're saying, but you see what's kind of holding him back though a little. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
That's why I go hard. And for some reason, I used to smoke cigarettes a day. I used to be a chain smoker on Newport cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. With the pills, with the damn coke, with the beer, the liquor, the weed, the Xanax, all that shit. Okay, all in one. I'm surprised my heart ain't. But I know how it is when they trying to, when it's something holding them back and they slowly drift off. They lose focus, and they so used to that thing. So that's why I go hard, and mostly weed, because I see most people smokers in here. Mostly weed is the bridge to everything else. I don't see nobody talking about cigarettes or drinking. It's always with weed, because die off weed shit, I think it helped. Yeah, my sister had epilepsy seizures, so she got do THC to stop her seizures. Okay,
right.
So
and it works.
It works. That's true. Yeah. But you see what I'm saying? They hear all that stuff, and it's no different in casino. The rich do this, the rich do that. The rich. What you saying is the rich. Why you ain't saying the wealth? You get what I'm saying? That's all.
Well, when I hear people say that, I would say, "Are you rich?" No, then what are you talking about? What the rich do? That's none of your business. If you ain't rich, don't worry about what the rich do. It ain't none of your business. You're not rich, but you know what the rich do. That doesn't make any sense. How do you know? You got student loans. How you know what the rich do? But at the same time, when they do that, this is what they don't really know. This is what slaves don't know that break the law and do that. They'll drive, smoke, get pulled over, get tickets, and it's going to bury them in fines and penalties to make them what? Even more of a slave.
Yeah.
Now that ounce of weed, that gram of weed or whatever you bought, now it's going to cost you $6,000 with lawyer fees and restitution and blah, whatever they make up. It's all part of the plan. That's how it works.
Now you got medicinal cards out here. I know many of these people ain't going to get their medicinal cards, and if because that costs to get it too. And people, when you get a new job, they got a drug tech. Bro, it's so many things that any type of drug that you're addicted to is preventing you from getting to that next level. That's all we saying. So same thing with you, casino. Yeah, you saying the rich this, you rich that. You giving everybody all these instructions. It sounds good, all the bells and whistles. But my brother, you just like me. You a damn slave. So all this shit you talking about, you saving cryptocurrency, you doing this and that. No disrespect, my brother. You still in debt, though. That's all he's saying.
He says, I'm rich. I'm richer for my. He just told me he got student loans and he think he's rich. That don't even make any sense.
That don't make no sense. So let's be real. Let's be realistic right here. Why is it that everybody has all the answers on doing something? They'd be like, "Oh, I did this. I did that. Do. Why don't you have like money in your bank account, or you don't have no debt? I mean, why you still got debt? That's all I gotta say. Why you got debt?
Notice, and for you young, notice how he just. I want you to pay attention to how he doesn't stop. He doesn't know what he's saying. Okay, that's why it's frustrating you more than him. He said, "Don't make me show you my portfolio."
The bank's portfolio.
He already showed it to us. He told me he had student loans. He already showed me his portfolio.
Yeah, and
you told me it.
Yeah,
but that's when you have to say, you got to just accept. Okay, he doesn't know, and then you just got to leave it.
I'm proud of you, Nike. See, that's what I'm saying. Because I remember last time you came on live, you were smoking. Now you smoking too. But I know you kind of slowly changing. Many people got different ways.
$600 a month.
So I'm clapping for you for that. I really appreciate that, brother. Because you $600 a month to $200 a month. That means you have high tolerance, and you had to go through the trials and tribulations to lower your tolerance. I am very, very proud of you, brother. I really appreciate that discipline you got. I know you got progress. Don't look at everybody else like, oh, they cool turkey, they do this and that. You making progress, focus on yourself, and you doing good, and I congratulate you for that.
And you know, so crazy when I see that $600 just by listening to him, he ain't buying ounces. He's buying grams. He's buying grams. That's $600. That's $600 in grams.
Oh yeah, he ain't no wholesaling, right? He ain't wholesaling.
Yeah, he ain't. You ain't buying. I know he ain't buying zips. He ain't buying zips. He got car payments. He ain't buying zips. And he just told me, and no, and I'm not talking down to Nike, but he just told me he has to borrow money from his friends and his mama. So that means he's not buying zips, he's buying grams. And if you buying grams, that's when weed is the most expensive.
He's saying a cutie pie, quarter pound. Okay.
Okay, same thing.
Whatever. Still, this nicking in an ounce a week, he's saying.
Well, it's different if you buy 1 ounce a week versus QPs adding up to an ounce. That's different.
Oh shit. See, and that's just us just nicking. Like we always, even with habit, I realize when it comes to our habits, we kind of nick and pitch on it. Like I'm gonna go get one Rello, I'm gonna go get one beer, I'm gonna go get one pill, instead of just buying the whole thing to be like, okay, this is me for like 2 weeks. That's it. You realize what I'm saying? We don't even have the way to manage our addiction. That's what I'm saying. So salute to him. I ain't talking bad about, like, I'm saying in general for people. It's like, that's all, man.
But it all ties back. I'm going to say this to you, young one. All that stuff ties back to slaves. It doesn't. As long as a slave think they can, while they're in debt, they think they can buy weed, cars, stereo systems, furniture, whatever. They're financing it all. It doesn't matter. They're financing everything.
That weed leads to eating out. That weed leads to wanting to have sex. Don't care who it is. You want to then just pull up on Shaw. You get. Weed does a lot. It just, even with pills too. Shit, I've been on it. It's a bridge to distraction, drifting off. I'm not trying to be a bookworm and all that, but y'all hold on real quick. I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. I gotta show y'all something. Oh shit. Give me 1 second, so I'm gonna drop the shit. I gotta show y'all something. What we talking about is this right here. Outwitting the devil by, oh shit, now I'm putting a script up on my phone. I'm not trying to hack nothing. Oh, excuse me. All right, excuse me. All right, all right. Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. This is what most of y'all are going against yourself.
Yes.
Nobody ain't holding you back but yourself. I'm not trying to be no preacher now. You can go on YouTube and type in Outwitting the Devil audiobook and listen to like the first 2 chapters. It tricks you. So that one time when you doing good, like, okay, I ain't bought weed this whole week. I ain't popped pills this whole week. I did SavingsMinusDebt thing this whole week, so I'm good. So I could reward myself for the next week. And then that next week become 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? It slowly like kind of it pulls you like, man, you work hard. Go ahead, relax. Go ahead and do this and that. Whoop-de-whoop. You gotta be self-aware of this. That's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to preach too much, but I'm just saying from my experience, I know how people is. They could talk, and then a month when you check in from them, it's back to square one. That's all.
But look at this. Look at this way, young Grump. Somebody that eats fast food every day will call somebody a pothead. You're treating your body bad. Don't you eat fast food every single day? But they don't.
Works.
But since fast food is not looked at like marijuana, they don't look at fast food as bad.
Worse.
Right? They don't look. It's worse than marijuana. It's worse.
Yeah.
But since it's not like that, they don't really look at it that. But that's important. All of this is important for you and I to live the way we live.
And one thing I want to say, you're right about fast food. Fast food is way worse than weed. Fast food will kill you faster than weed. But that's why what people be saying, I'm good on the energy. I haven't been eating meat for almost 2 weeks. That's what I'm saying. Been eating, healthy, plant-based.
You said what? You haven't ate meat?
No meat at all. No. For like 2 weeks, no, because meat for my body's different from everybody's body. I'm not gonna give you no blueprint. You gotta do experience on yourself. I fasted and everything before, but with meat, you ever watch Soul Food when you at the table with your people at a cookout? And I know let's be real, most of our family members are obese. Y'all go eat the damn chicken, y'all eat the turkey, the macaroni, the collard greens, the rice, and all that. After you eat it, you get all sleepy. You get the ice. We call it the nigga ice, right? You get real tired off that food you eating. You eating pork, you eating all that meat. That slowly your intestines is slowly it's going overdrive trying to digest that food. And with us, I'm not trying to be most melanated people. That nutrition that you got, that fast food and everything, this right here, it judges it. You know what I'm saying? Messes it up, miswiring. So I'm speaking from my experience. So me going on for 2 weeks without no meat. You see how I got the energy. You see how I'm going to work. You see how I'm still doing job training. You see how I'm doing work. You see what you know what I'm talking about? I'm not just preaching it. So that's what I'm saying. Fast food do kill you more than weed, but this overall better. So that's all I'm saying. I ain't trying to talk in circles. Listen to SavingsMinusDebt. I ain't trying to make this long-winded. Y'all know what's up, man. Y'all want to live a good life. Y'all want to live a damn pain.
Nah, listen to Young Grump. If you following this man, you guys better listen, because he sees something that you guys don't see. He's on this right track. Because if I didn't take care of because I started at your age taking care of my body, 27, something around there, right? And I haven't looked back. Now that I'm 51, thank God I did it. Because all my friends my age, well, not all of them, maybe a couple of them, but a couple are like me. But the majority of them, big ass bellies, no teeth, definitely don't look like me. When I tell people I'm 51, they don't believe I'm 51.
Yeah, I hear what he's saying. Like he really like, and this. So what's your excuse right here with this brother right here? This dude's 51, and he's doing. So y'all like my age, right? Mostly on this chat, y'all at my age where in one day I could go 5 pounds up and 5 pounds down easily. But once you get older, that metabolism is going to damn near take you like a year to lose that 5 pounds or 6 months. You know what I'm saying? That weight.
That's not true. You stay in shape. That's not true.
You stay. Yeah. I'm just talking about mentally. Yeah, stay in shape. But I'm talking about like people eating crazy.
Oh, just regular. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, weight going. It ain't gonna be able to fluctuate. Like right now, let's say if I want to eat fast food, which I'm not. Don't eat fast food. Go eat fast food, McDonald's, burger, whatever, everything, and you could lose it within a day. As you get older, that thing is not gonna work like that. Your body's not gonna work like that. Especially if you're within our people, it's not gonna work like that. Your nutrition is off. But hold on, yeah, man. Trying to pull up something for you before we.
Nah, since I've been debt free, man, I was in shape before I got debt free. But since I'm debt free, it's even better because it's just because you'll know time is the most valuable thing, and then knowing that I know it's weird to say, knowing that I'm going to die one day, everything is time is the most valuable thing now. So I definitely won't be in debt ever. And I don't let people waste my time. I'm always going to take care of myself, always, until I can't.
And yeah, the difference between me and him, I mean, we both healthy, but with SavingsMinusDebt, my job owns 10 hours of my day. And sometimes probably more than that. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all get what I'm saying in the chat? You could explain that to him about that.
No, I've been thinking about the meat thing. That's funny you bring up that because Hyphy that was jumping up, he just came on there.
Yeah.
He doesn't eat meat either. And we were just talking about this the other day. And it's been coming to me slowly. You know, I gotta
just slowly.
It's an addiction. I can't. That's gonna be hard just to stop. All right. So I commend you. You did it for 2 weeks. Hey, man.
Yeah, and you know, think about it, it's so easy to get fast food, but it's so hard to get healthy food. Even I just had read Shahrazad, I can't pronounce the name, Ali, where she said understand the black woman, and she had this book called Are You Still Living in a Nutrition Diet? She even shows stuff about the pork and the damn worms in it and all that. So it's like all this is, I'm just saying, everywhere you go, it's so easy to get access to meat and chicken. So easy. But when you try to get some plant-based or something that has no meat in it, it's damn near impossible. Is that
right.
a sign?
You're gonna have to learn how to cook for yourself, period. You will.
That too, yeah. Learn how to cook for yourself also. So
no, I'm talking about with the no meat in it. If you want a good, because just like you said, it's gonna be hard. It's hard to find meals because I refuse to pay the prices that they want for non-meat meals out there. And you know, I just refuse to pay that much. They be trying to jack it up, and I just don't want to do that.
You're right. They be jacking it up. Let's just learn the secret. My bad.
I'm not paying $15 for a meatless salad. I'm just not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I can make a salad for a quarter of the price, you know.
All right, y'all. Hold on real quick. Y'all check this out real quick.
Oh, that one. Oh, I remember that shit right there.
So let's see this, y'all. Y'all see this right here? We're gonna stop right there. I forgot. Yeah, but dude, see, yeah, he just working out. See, that's all. Yeah, that's all, man. Like just work out and get right, man. And let me see these comments. Bro, I'm 33. It gets increasingly more difficult to stay in shape without discipline. Self-discipline is all. That's what I'm saying. That's a lifestyle. Self-discipline is not no magic pill you can just swallow in this old self-discipline. You know, you listen to a guru on YouTube and everything. You know, nah, man, you gotta work.
All you gotta do is think in your head. If I don't do it, I'm gonna die early. I'm not gonna die early.
Exactly. You want to die?
At least not by my own hands. Not by my own hands. Let's just say it like that.
Look at this dude. So casino. Every fast food restaurant has a salad option.
Casino, you getting frustrated? You getting frustrated, young Grump? Is he frustrating you?
I think he's doing this shit on purpose. It's like
I told you. I already told you. You are the only one getting frustrated. We need people like him.
Yep, you're right. I mean, we do need people.
We need them. We need slaves. Slaves are number one, baby.
Oh, give me 1 second.
Slaves are number one.
Pull it up. I'm trying to pull it up real quick. 1 second. Grown tab.
What you about to pull up?
This right here. Yeah,
what are we looking at?
That's what he's talking about right there. Number one, you know that little SpongeBob thing, like y'all number one, like most, like we need that. He's number one, like you know. Every time you say that, that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wrap this up though, man. It's 3.5 hours.
Yeah, I'm just about to.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on your show, man.
I greatly appreciate you for spending your time. Spending
You're doing good, man. You're on the right track. You're going in the right direction, man. You got your own mind. You don't care what people are doing, smoking, whatever. You still gonna do what you gonna do. The meat thing, the finance thing. But by the time you're my age, you're gonna still be looking the same.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. So the thing is, like, I'm trying to just do me. Like I said, I don't care what nobody else. I do care, but it's like when it comes to substances and all that, it's always brought down to me. I don't listen. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. It just they always come at me with this stuff. Like I'm not trying to be no antagonist or nothing with it. But at the end of the day, you know it's true, y'all, in the chat. That's all. Just change.
Yeah, if you're the same person at 35, that's a problem. Okay, when you're 25 now, if you're the same person doing the same things at 35, that's a problem.
Yeah. All right. So I definitely before I close out, you got any last thing to say?
SavingsMinusDebt.com if you want the blueprint to change your life. If you want to be free, SavingsMinusDebt.com. Check out my YouTube channel. Just type in Savings Minus Debt, and you'll find me on YouTube, or you can just go to Google and use the hashtag Savings Minus Debt. I will be the only one to populate on Google. So if you go to Google, put in hashtag Savings Minus Debt, I will be the only person that populates on that search. No, I didn't pay Google to do it. I'm just unique. SMD is just unique. That's all. Nobody's doing well, I'm not going to say nobody. Very few people are doing what I do.
Much love. I'm just showing your channel real quick before I click off. I just had pulled it up just now. So y'all type in Savings Debt like this. You know, this is his website right here.
Thank you, sir.
He got membership and everything, but these are his videos right here.
Yeah, so the membership area where I talk only about things outside the debt matrix. I don't talk about the things on the free side. I'm talking to mostly slaves on the free side, but on the member side, we talk about the next level, life. What is it? What did I say? That life on the other side of zero or something like that. Life beyond zero. What did I say? Life.
Dang, I don't remember.
No, click on the playlist.
Playlist.
Or can you see the play? Oh yeah, playlist. Life north of zero. Yeah, life north of zero.
So this is the membership right here?
Or yeah, those are you. Yeah, you click on the videos. You can't watch them unless you're a member. You can see them because you're a member.
Okay.
But if somebody else click on them, they won't be able to watch it.
And what's crazy, man, every time I listen to this, I'm at work, I can't lock the screen on my phone. I got YouTube Premium, man. I could like listen to every other podcast and lock the screen on my phone. But when I go to memberships on your video, I don't know. I gotta email YouTube about it.
I can't even lock my screen on regular videos. I don't know how it just shuts off.
Well, I mean, I'm still a slave with that then because I got YouTube Premium. So yeah, not using my money, using you already know how that go. Well, it's been nice talking to you, man. Put it down. Until next time, my brother.
All right, sir, man. Thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for not forgetting me. Keep doing your thing. I see your channel growing, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't let nobody change you. Keep that attitude. Like, I don't give a fuck what you're doing. I'm going to do me. Keep doing that, man. That's going to make you grow, make you stand out from everybody else.
Yes, sir. Peace.